Welcome everyone to the first episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory on EA FC24. After trying out a little bit of different style of career mode videos, I'm officially back to what I do best, these style of Road to Glories, and I'm going to be starting off in England as usual with Swindon Town. Board expectations are pretty much what I like out of a team, low-ish financial, and decently high youth development. Pretty nice jerseys, and they're also one of the League 2 teams that used to be up in the Premier League. That's why I was debating between Swindon Town and Bradford City, but Bradford City I think have one domestic success, and I didn't want to put that much stress on me way too early. Career settings, just simple, world-class, 6-minute halves, loose, negotiation, strictness, transfer window, everything's pretty basic as far as that goes. And our starting 11, going to be trying out a 4-2-3-1 narrow. Obviously having Charlie Austin up top, a just pure goal scorer at this point in his career, will definitely help us there. Some pretty good central midfielders, both attacking and defending, kind of behind him. And then a younger, but still pretty decent, hyphenated last name back line. We're starting off with some bad news as Dan Kemp, who is supposed to be our starting at central attacking midfielder, tore his ACL in the preseason. He's out for 5 months. We will not see him until the new year. To make up for that, going to be sending a youth scout to the United States of America. Nice little 4-star, 3-star scout looking to get some playmakers. Going to Mexico for 9 months to get some technically gifted players with our 3-star, 2-star scout. And a 2-star, 3-star scout heading to Canada to get some defenders. Tyrese Shade is the first player that we have sold. He's joining, I don't know how to pronounce that. I believe their team in China for $550,000. Tom Clayton will be joining Portsmouth for just under $500,000. Reese Devine going to Bradford City, which I previously mentioned, for $370K. And now it's time for our first league fixture with a new look formation. Going to be switching to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Just moving Hepburn Murphy off the bench into starting a striker spot, move the midfield around a little bit, and hope that we can get the much needed results. Here are the highlights.
Intercepted effortlessly. Well, a really good run. Cutting the ball back. And there it is! The opening goal! 1-0, and they'll feel they couldn't pick out a teammate. Can he get them level? Really good diving stop to make sure the threat came to nothing. Not a corner here, and that might boost their hopes. Who can they pick out? And he's done it! Parity again! A magnificent game unfolded. Trying to open them up. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself! No! Now, let's see what they can do here. Might work out. He just needs to remain icy cool. Taking it away. And he's in. And a goal! Calls for celebrations again. Love. Beto. An important interception. And he's broken free. And a goal! There he is! And the double! They just can't... Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. And he's only gone and made it a hat. That's a good pass. What a commitment to defending. Time for the change now. Delivering it. There it is! A fantastic goal! the ball once more. This attack looks highly promising. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation?
So we went on to win the game 6-2, Charlie Austin with 4, Hepburn Murphy with 2. Safe to say I am a big fan of this new system, this new scheme, and we will definitely be using this in the future. Now it's time for an FA Cup game now against Tranmere Rovers. We are the away team, but I still like our odds very much. Here are the highlights.
So 30 minutes left for play in this one. And space to cross it.
Well, it takes a lot of skill to get that right, and he's certainly got that. It's a brilliant bit of technique. What a good goal.
Opening up on the opposite flank. Kane. Well, attacking possibilities. Missing opportunity. Can he finish? Oh my goodness! That was staggeringly good. Charlie Austin with it. Well, you can see how fiercely they're concentrating on finding a winner. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. Now, can they take advantage? Options at the back post here. Oh, they've done it! They forced ahead.
So we did unfortunately lose this game 2-1. There just really wasn't much there from us throughout the entire game. Chances just weren't really all that great. And unfortunately, we are officially out of the FA Cup. And in League 2, we're currently sitting in 13th place, 10 points off of a promotion playoff spot, so it really looks like the rest of this year is just a get on track for next season type of year. To help that will be the Youth Academy goalkeeper being promoted, Salim Hassan, Algerian goalkeeper. He's got pretty good stats. Obviously positioning is quite low, but that is the standard for any Youth Academy goalkeepers, so I have the sweeper keeper development plan on him. 77 to 83 dynamic potential, will obviously take that much higher, and he will probably be starting the minute he gets promoted up to the team. Also joining us will be Michael Gray, the American attacking midfielder. He's an excellent dribbler. That is really about it, but is at least something positive that we can work with heading forward. Max Parker is also joining us. A little bit better, a little bit more of a traditional outside mid, I guess, at that attacking mid position. He's quick, and he's a pretty decent passer. That's kind of about it. At least 70 to 90 potential, something we can work on in the future. Now is Abdul Mahid Abbas, the Egyptian attacking midfielder, one of the Youth Academy players that was preloaded in, just like Hassan at goalkeeper. 85 to 91 potential. I'm switching him to a striker. He is going to hopefully be a stud for us for quite some time. The only concern is he is only 5'7", and I have a long history of using these smaller strikers. But I feel like every single time I have one of these smaller strikers, I constantly think about if only they were 6'1", 6'2". So we will see how long he kind of stays with us. Jose Williams, attacking midfielder from America, while going to be 5'5", again, a lot on the shorter side. So in the future, got to make sure we look at some bigger defensive options or other just positions in general. But 72 to 92 potential, 58 overall. For a League 2 Youth Academy player, that's pretty good. Devin Bishop, not as good as some of the other players, formerly defensive mid, now attacking mid. Probably come off the bench and give us some good minutes every once in a while. Same goes for Lino Carvajal, not the greatest of potential, but at least a little bit of depth for us. And I will be immediately sending Abbas out on a half-year loan to Suwon FC. I mean, he obviously has the potential. He's not going to be starting immediately, so send him out on loan, and we'll use him probably next year. Same goes for Michael Gray, heading off to Nashville, heading back to the United States for him. Also, Tom Brewitt has been sold to Sudatrol, I believe. Okay, I was going to say Turkey, but I don't think that is the case. I think that actually might be Germany for just under $500,000. Jose Williams on a half-year loan to Go Ahead Eagles over in the Netherlands. Max Parker to FC Andorra over in Romania. Charlie Austin has been sold to Djurgårdens IF over in Sweden. Hepburn Murphy has really proved himself as a star player for this team. I'm also in the sim game switching back to that 4-2-3-1 narrow that we had been previously using and not using Charlie Austin, so might as well do him the justice of letting him go somewhere else while also getting us a little bit more cash. And we currently might be losing our job, so I might go 0 for 1 in our first career mode, as I'm already on the hot seat just barely into March. To also join the team from the Youth Academy is Il Young Kang, the Republic of Korea, aka South Korea, left back. He's extremely physical, which, I mean, these League 2 teams, you don't really need to be all that good if you're fast enough and strong enough. So definitely like the prospect of him in the future. I did win Manager of the Month in the month of April, as we're kind of slowly starting to turn things around a little bit. And we have a chance to do something very, very big. And that is just win this game and we seal a playoff spot. Can't get automatic, unfortunately, but we can look to kind of seal off our spot in the playoffs in a league fixture against Morecambe. And as I said, we switch back to that 4-2-3-1 narrow. Bishop is starting at left attacking mid. Other than that, it's the same starting 11 from the original kind of games, except for obviously Hassan also starting in goal. So hopefully we can get a win here and secure a spot in the playoffs. Here are the highlights.
Started for now, but it'll be another corner. Who can he pick out? Takes the shot. And that's a strip. And the penalty has been given here. This to open the scoring here. A goal! Hardly taken spot kick. The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. Thwarting him. Denied once more. Pulls it back. And a goal! They've added to the lead. Much. Who's going to get on the end of it? The danger's still on. He's lost it. Genuine chance. And a goal! There he is, and the double. Cuts it back. Well, he had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save. And they're making a change. Let's see about the delivery. And the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty given. Is it going to be 4-0? Oh, in it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him. Minutes to go. Well, time just challenged magnificently. Bishop. Good visualisation and execution. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the...
So we did win this game 5-0. Hat-trick from Hepburn Murphy along with an assist and 2 goals from Kane. Finally, I feel like this is our system. Injuries kind of hurt us a little bit early on, but we're really back to what I think will work best for this team. Join the team from the Youth Academy, right back Kenneth Davis. Nothing too special, just a little bit of depth. Same goes for Julio Arujo, Chris Williams, and unfortunately, I mean, he's a very offensively minded defensive mid, which is something I kind of like, but don't expect much of him in the future. And here we are now with 2 games to go. We are theoretically in a position to overtake Forest Green if they lose out, or get 1 draw and we go up on goal difference. But you never know what can happen, especially since we do play them right now. Now, this game, if we win, could still mean absolutely nothing. We draw means nothing. We lose means nothing. But if we can somehow win this game, and Forest Green lose the next game, we win our next game, we will get automatic promotion up into League 1. Happen? Potentially. Will it happen? I really don't know. But anyway, here are the highlights.
Space afforded him. Stevens, who can he pick out? A promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. Well, very close to half-time now, and it's a narrow lead for the home side. Stewart.
Oh, Derek, what a moment this could be.
And a goal! Malif. It's with Hutton. Now, what can they do from here? Well, disappointing end to the move. Oh, did well to skip through. Can he finish? There it is! Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Kane. Kinsella. And it might be. Wow, the sheer audacity to chip it.
So we did win the game 3-1, 2 goals from Hepburn Murphy, 2 assists from Kinsella, and a goal from Kane, as we are kind of looking pretty good. Lewis Ward, previously starting goalkeeper, will be heading to Peterborough on a free. And don't look now, but in theory, again, Forest Green draw or lose, and we win, we will get automatic promotion. And we're doing it against Tranmere Rovers, the team that knocked us out of the FA Cup. Perfect time for a little bit of revenge for us. Here are the highlights.
Pranzo played crazy. Liam Kinsella. Well, as we look at the table, it's sure to be a bit nervy and twitchy today. I say that because they could clinch promotion, but they're going to need assistance from elsewhere, Stewart.
Well, they haven't.
Oh, Stewart, they might be onto something here. And a goal! The one that could win that promotion! Tidy in possession. Khan. Minutes remaining, and the emphasis is on creativity. Wonderful block. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. In position, still possibilities, and there it is, and almost intuitive.
So we did win the game 3-0. Bishop, man of the match, 1 goal, 1 assist. Hepburn Murphy, 2 goals. And somehow, some way, we did seal promotion up into League 1 via automatic promotion. Forest Green lost their game yet again. The ultimate comeback. Nearly improbable. I will be honest, I did not do any, like, oh, we'll play this game and, you know, just restart the save if things don't go our way. 100% raw, 100% legit. Somehow, we did get promoted. Joey Jones joined the team from the Youth Academy, promising attacking midfielder, nothing else to say. Same goes for Jose Ramirez. Paul Barnes, pretty good at that right back position. Colin Bailey, very, very good attacking midfielder, very well-rounded attacking midfielder, 6'6" as well, high potential, definitely want to use him at some point in the future. Sergio Peralta, nothing too special. Alexander Cunningham could be something, same goes for Eusebio Bustamante. But going back, looking at our standings at the end of the year, Swindon Town, 3rd place, automatic promotion. Hepburn Murphy, leading goal scorer in the division with 30 goals in 46 games. Cup did unfortunately get knocked out in the first round by Tranmere Rovers, but we got a revenge in the end, so who cares. Carabao Cup knocked out in the second round by Sheffield United. EFL Trophy didn't make it out of the group stages. Hutton, Blake Tracy, Uwakwe, Kinsella, Khan, Harahan, Kane, Hepburn Murphy, Godwin, Malif, that core starting of the players of the starting 11, playing game in, game out. Something that I don't think we'll do necessarily next year because I don't expect back-to-back promotions, so we'll probably look to develop a couple more players. But the fact we were able to have a consistent, solid core in these players means so much to this team. Hepburn Murphy, obviously leading goal scorer with 30 goals, Kane with 16, and then just kind of mixed around the rest. Kinsella and Kane led the team in assists with 9, Harahan with 8, and then just kind of floated around as well. Only player leaving us on an expiring contract will be Lewis Ward, as he's heading to Peterborough. And Abbas is our current highest valued player. Next is Williams. So 2 players out on loan that, once they come back, will probably be day 1 starters, if not starters next year, and to send them out on loan again. But do expect big things out of Abbas and Williams for next year. And overall in this career mode, 54 games played, 23 wins, 15 draws, 16 losses. Not the greatest of records, but got the job done. And heading into next year, I'll have a tough decision to make at that striker position because obviously Hepburn Murphy, just leading goal scorer, might be getting sold for a youth academy player that who knows how he will perform. Bishop will probably be benched in favor of Williams. And then I think maybe a new defensive mid instead of Khan, and maybe 1 new center back, but no glaring holes, no glaring issues for this team, which is something that I really do like heading forward. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode 1. Obviously 2, 3, and 4 to come out very shortly. And hopefully, again, you all enjoyed. If you want to see some more videos like this, assuming you're not watching this on the exact day it came out, head to my channel, head to the playlist tab, and you can see a bunch of other crazy EAFC breaking series. But subscribe so you come back for episode 2, and I'll see you all then. Welcome everyone to the 2nd episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory. In episode 1, we were able to finish in 3rd in League 2, which does secure us automatic promotion up into EFL League 1, the 3rd tier of England. In the Cups, we didn't have much success, but I think that will hopefully change in this episode. And we're taking a bit of a youth movement, per se. Abbas is now going to be starting at striker for us. As you can see, he's currently attacking mid. I will be switching him to striker very shortly, but he is only 17 years old at the start of the season. Hepburn Murphy at left mid will likely be benched very soon in favor of Williams, as you can see on the bench, or maybe even Gray or even Parker. We have a lot of young, up-and-coming talent that we promoted from the Youth Academy in the last episode. Plan to do more of that in this episode. And unfortunately for some of these older, stagnant players whose overalls haven't changed, they are in very, very high danger of losing their job. And like I said, probably going to get rid of Hepburn Murphy, and I did. 1.2 million he has been sold for. Michael Gray made the decision to start Williams over him. We'll be going on a full year-long loan move to Watford. Joey Jones will be heading to Elyanspor for a year out on loan. Godwin Malif, one of our starting center backs, heading to FC Lugano over in Switzerland for just a little over 1 million. Devin Bishop on a year-long loan move to Austin FC. Blake Tracy, our other starting center back, heading to Pogoń Szczecin over in Poland. And Dominic Iorfa is joining the team from the free agents list for obviously free, but he's a 67 overall center back, player I've used a lot in the past, very physical in both speed and strength. really what I like out of these center backs at these kind of lower overalls. I don't really care how good you are. As long as you're strong enough, you'll be good enough for me. And that's why I did sign Jordan Turnbull as well. A little bit slower, but a little bit more beefy, more traditional of a center back. And I think that pairing between the two of them should do very well. Also, Cole Palmer joining us on loan from Chelsea. When I made this move, this was before he kind of had his little bit of a breakout. So I will certainly be using him a lot over these next 2 seasons. Coming in at 69 overall, immediately the highest overall player of the team. Only 22 years old as well. So expect to see a lot of Cole Palmer for these next 2 years at least. Saidu Khan has been sold to Konyaspor over in Turkey. And with all this money we got from selling players, setting up a 5-star youth academy scout over in Egypt to hopefully get Abbas a couple of teammates, to get some defenders, a 4-star scout in Algeria to get some physically strong players to go along with Hassan, our goalkeeper, and Moroccan 4-star 3-star scout to get some attackers. First game of the season now, we'll be facing off against Bristol Rovers. Going to be playing a 4-3-3 holding. A little bit of a different look, but you can see Turnbull, Iorfa starting, Palmer starting, Williams at that left wing is starting, Abbas at striker starting. This team should do very well. I don't know if this is a automatically promoted team, but I do expect us to kind of be in the mix early. Here are the highlights.
Terrific defending to stop them progressing. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. And that is a free kick artist at work. What a goal it was! Well, a really good run.
So we went on to lose this game, unfortunately. Just did not look good whatsoever. I mean, you see the expected goals. We only had 1. Was just not meant to be our day, and it was not, as we suffer our first loss of the year. Also didn't help that in that game, Romeo Hutton broke his toe. He's out for 3 months. So, just a lot of bad news to start the year. A little bit of good news, though, is Zaid Amin from the Youth Academy. He is a right back who is left-footed. That we have to keep it right back for now, because obviously the injury to Hutton, but expect him to move to left back in the near future. Salim Ibrahim, Egyptian center back, nothing too crazy except he's got 72 to 94 potential, good player off the bench. And now, just because the storyline is just always so funny in career mode, we're facing off against Bristol Rovers in the FA Cup. First round of the FA Cup. Just so happened to be our first game of the year. It's just kind of funny how this works out, but hopefully we can get a little bit of revenge in today's game. Here are the highlights.
And he might be through here. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic. Marzaila. Can he play it in? And it goes! To square the game! What a... The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. A good and fair challenge. Well, that's a fight. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value.
So we would get our revenge in this game. A 2-1 victory. Goal from Abbas, goal from Palmer, who also both had an assist. So, we win when the games truly count, even dating back to last year. But Max Parker will be departing the club for $1.25 million as he will be joining Barnsley. And we're currently in 16th place, 8 points off of relegation. 10 plus points away from promotion playoffs. This is a rebuilding year. It's a year for our young players to kind of develop a little bit, get us a little bit better, obviously heading into the next season. And in the next round of the FA Cup, we drew West Ham. No point in playing that game. We were going to lose regardless. 3-1, lost there. Kenneth Davis on a half-year loan move to Pendixspor. Tariq Uwakwi, starting left back, I have decided to sell him to West Brom, obviously with the promotion of Amin. I said it was going to happen, and it has. But we do have some unfortunate news as Ibrahim, young academy player we promoted, out for 4 weeks. This happened on April 12th. He is officially out for the season. And to replace him temporarily and probably long-term is Salim Ali, Egyptian center back, 81 to 87 potential, 64 overall, 16 years of age. I mean, he's going to be our starter. It's just going to happen eventually. Zachary Brown, not immediate starter, but could definitely be in the near future. Same goes for Nick Perry, just guys that could be good for us in the future. Tariq Ibrahim, expect him to be a crucial player for us. 85 to 91 potential, 57 overall, 6'2". Very, very good build for a defensive midfielder. Same goes for Brahim Ali, 57 overall, 81 to 91 potential. A little bit more of a box-to-box player, so might have our new starting defensive mids for quite some time. Gabal Amin, also 86 and 94 potential since defensive midfielder, so looks like we're going to have a little bit of an issue at that defensive midfielder spot since you can really only start 2 in a team, so kind of see what we look like in the future. But we have a backup player joining a team on a free transfer, and now it's time for, I'm pretty sure this is our last game of the season. It's pretty pointless, but just wanted to get you guys another game in this episode. Also a look at Ali starting at that center back position, Amin starting at left back, and Williams is a true left midfielder, not just a left winger. But here are the highlights.
Will help them add to the lead. In it goes! Delighted to be 2 in front. Can he get one back? Oh, that surely had to go in, but marvellous defending. And the counter-attack is on, options available. Decisive pass. Comes a bit short with the clearance. That's not a bad ball. Oh my goodness, he's caught that so well. Amin on the ball. Perfect tackle. And teammates to play it to. Perfect counter-attacking opportunity.
Well, the fans are driving their team on here, but can they respond with a goal? Time is running out.
"20 minutes to go. Real chance. The net is steering him in the face. And a goal! They're making the substitution now. And short it is. Under pressure, can he do it? And defending right on the line. They've got themselves back into it. Will make the change now. Well, the last server hit. Quite what he wanted to produce. Chances on. And you cannot argue.
So we did win the game 5-3, Abbas with the hat-trick, and it was really just a crazy game to end the year, but it was a good game to end the year, which is all that we can really ask for. Mustafa Saeed from the Youth Academy, 67 overall, 79 to 94 potential. Like literally the day before I just promoted him here. Signed him to the Youth Academy, 6'6". Expect to see a whole lot of him for the rest of the series. Eusebio Escobar, probably going to be a backup striker for us for quite some time. Tariq Ibrahim going on a 2-year loan move to Al Fateh, I believe in Saudi Arabia. And Amin on a 2-year loan move to Wrexham, obviously in England. And Brahim Ali to Al Halig, I believe also in Saudi Arabia. But unfortunately, by 3 points, we missed out on a promotion playoff spot. So close, but just not our year. But I wasn't really expecting it to be our year anytime soon, so we'll work on that in the future. In the FA Cup, obviously knocked out in the third round by West Ham United. Carabao Cup knocked out by Port Vale in the first round. The EFL Trophy, we actually made it a little bit further than last year. 4-1 out in the third round by Derby. Kinsella leading appearance player for us with 45. Abbas had 43. And then you have the rest of the main starters in Hassan, Iorfa, McCarrican, Kane, Williams, and Turnbull. 16 goals for Abbas, 12 goals for Palmer. Definitely the two strongest points of this attack, as Palmer led the team in assists. And contract-wise, as you saw, Gassini and Braun will be leaving the club on free transfers. Abbas, most valuable player at 5.5 million. Just behind him, actually technically tied, is Cole Palmer at 5.5 million. So definitely going to be relying on these two a lot next season. Overall as a club, we've played 110 games, 45 wins, 27 draws, 38 losses. Not the greatest of records. But the overall of everyone on this team is slowly just going up and up and up. This really looks like a true promotion challenging League One side if I've ever seen one. So next episode, just slight improvements. If we even make any, might just again invest more in the Youth Academy to again put us in a position to do a whole lot better. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Next episode should be coming out quite shortly. And if you missed the first episode, want to kind of see who half these players are I'm talking about, go on ahead, hit that. I mean, it'll probably be the recommended video after this, but also just hit the playlist tab, and you'll be able to see all my EAFC24 videos. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you did, and I will see you all for episode 3. Welcome everyone to the third episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory, and in traditional FIFA/EAFC career mode tendencies, everything goes absolutely wrong this year. After everything went absolutely right last year, finished in 9th place, almost got a playoff promotion spot, but unfortunately missed out by just 3 points. And then, well, this year is going to happen for us. Trying out a new formation, new to the EAFC game in general, a nice 4-2-1-3. I mean, obviously, it's going to be interesting to kind of see how everything works in the long run. But Devin Bishop has been sold to Sunderland for 3.1 million. George McErchin, I don't know how to say his name. I can't say it, so I decided to sell him to West Brom for 2 mil. Cole Palmer, we've officially now bought from Chelsea for a little over 6.9 million, but 72 overall, was on loan for us last year. Really like the cut of his jib, and also having a pretty decent amount of success in the real world, so gonna want to have him. Jose Williams will be heading out on loan to LAFC for a full year. Salim Ali to Başakşehir over in Turkey for a year. Colin Bailey to Allianzspor for a year. And Nicholas Tarnat will be joining us from Stockport, 1.35 million. German central defensive midfielder. I mean, he's 67 overall, nothing too crazy, but is a solid defensive mid and really fits the system I plan to be running with this team. Jose Ramirez sold to Sydney FC. Zachary Brown going on a 2-year loan move to Cardiff City. Eusebio Bustamante, former Youth Academy player, sold to IK Sirius over in Sweden. Harrison Minturn joining Fleetwood Town. I don't think he's ever actually played a game for us since I took over, so felt right to eventually sell him. Nick Perry on a 2-year loan move to Racing Day Ferrol. Don't know where they are. Abu Kanu sold to Sutton United, another player that I don't think has played for me since I took over. Alexander Cunningham sold to Sarpsborg 08, I believe are they in Norway, I think? and David Marshall will be joining the team from the free agents list at that goalkeeping position. 61 overall, he's just going to be a backup, but I like signing these older players to be our backup goalkeepers because a lot of times their kicking ability isn't what it used to be, which for a backup goalkeeper I'm not expecting anything out of that, and they're just pretty decent at saving shots, which is all we need from a backup. Josh Keys has been sold to Ascoli over in Italy. Our youth academy, we're going to look for some English defensive midfielders. We're also going to be looking for some Irish right backs and some Northern Irish attacking midfielders. Now it's time for our first game of the year, facing off against Blackpool. Hassan starts in goal. Iorfa Saeed, center back pairing, expect that for quite some time. Hutton and Amin, also expect that for quite some time. Tarmat and Kinsella, starting defensive mids, I expect to see that for a long time. Kane at attacking midfielder, and then Gray, Abbas, and Palmer up top. Decided to try to start Gray this year since we have used Williams in the past, just to kind of see how he does. This is a big prove-it year for him. Hopefully we can get the job done in this game specifically. Here are the highlights.
Well, the wingers will be key here. They have to choose the right time to give width and the right time to come infield to support the centre forward. If they can do that, they're a potent front three. No doubt about that.
Oh, must be! And a goal! 1-0 and throw in. Kane. A very effective challenge put in. And I don't think Sheffield Wednesday fans are going to be best pleased looking at this particular table. They had designs on something much better.
Well, Derek, I expected them to be the team to beat this year, but they just haven't.
Can he finish? The game has been turned on its head. The attacking options appear plentiful. Well, something has happened at one of the other venues. Let's get the up-to-date news from Alex. Oh no, what a chance this is! No, it's wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Real defensive resilience. The save was a good one. Time for a change there.
Well, can they draw level here? The crowd certainly think so.
Could scarcely have had an easier end. And in with a real chance. At the game level, let's see what they can do with this corner. And the short option preferred. Dangerous ball. Oh yes! As pure a header!
Well, the fans believe there's hope here. Can the players respond now?
Can he finish? They just couldn't stay in front.
So we did unfortunately only get a draw out of this game, even though we did play a lot better than I think the result shows. But sometimes that's just the way the games kind of go. Now it's time for an FA Cup game now against Charlton at their home stadium. Switching now instead to a 4-2-3-1. I don't know what it is with the 4-2-1-3, just didn't really seem to work that well, so hopefully the 4-2-3-1 works better for us. Here are the highlights.
Palmer with it. Working so hard to win back possession. Palmer with it. Now the cut back. And truly magnificent start.
Good work wasn't. That's a sharp chance.
Played over. Clearance needed to be better. Trying his luck. And a goal!
So we did win the game 2-0 thanks to a 2-goal effort from Michael Gray, who I think might have earned himself a starting spot for us in the long-term future. But we're only 3 points off of the relegation zone. After being only 3 points off of a promotion spot last year, we have certainly regressed, and there is a possibility that we do get relegated. And next year, the team is going to look a whole lot different, but especially with Jordan Turnbull not being a starter for us, will look very, very different. Joey Jones on a 2-year loan move to San Lorenzo. Now it's time for another FA Cup game, this time against Championship side Cardiff City. Obviously, we're playing up a little bit, but this will be a good test of how good this team truly is. Hopefully, we can get the result that we need. Here are the highlights.
Palmer with it. Can he finish? And a goal!
So we did win the game 1-0. Hassan, our goalkeeper, man of the match performance. 7 shots, 6 saves. Phenomenal job by him. And it's really strange seeing a goalkeeper being the man of the match. I mean, but it was a 1-0 win, so makes a lot of sense. Now it's time for another FA Cup game, this time against Shrewsbury Town. Another Championship side, I do believe. Here are the highlights.
Committed challenge. Valenzuela. A lot of space to attack. Oh, surely! There it is! And he could scarcely have had an easier...
Did it so well, but just a fraction too high.
Well, did well to win the ball back. Trying to open them up. He just needs to remain icy cool. And it goes!
It's crossing the line, was it?
He's driven in the corner. Still a chance. And in at the second time of asking. Taken away. He won the ball. Palmer. Well cleared away. Well, that's how to outwit your opponent. What a commitment to defending. And the penalty has been given here. Is it going to be 3-1? In it goes! Coldly converted! No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Good looking move this. Can he find the net? And he's made it a brace. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Good idea. And there it is, a goal, but will it be...
So we did win this game as well, a nice 4-2 win. We're going on a nice little bit of a cup run. Don't know when it's going to end, hopefully it's not anytime soon. But an amazing performance from Abbas, man of the match, 2 goals and an assist. And the eventual run did end. Brentford, Premier League team, no chance we're going to win that game, 3-0 loss. Joining the team from the Youth Academy is Abu Ibrahim, Moroccan attacking midfielder. He's pretty quick, decent dribbler, obviously working on that passing a little bit. George Bell from Northern Ireland, who I would maybe try to get to be a really good player, just kind of be a nice little George Best regen, since their names are almost the exact same, but we'll see how it goes. Same goes for Abdul Mahid Abdullah, central defensive midfielder from Egypt, 5'5", looking to make him a little bit of an N'Golo Kante type of player for us. Cian Cash, an Irish defensive midfielder, 86 to 94 potential, physically strong, very well-rounded player. Probably not going to use him for a couple of seasons, but send him out on loan a couple of times. When he comes back, he should be amazing. Daniel Tierney, just a pretty standard attacking midfielder who's got some high potential. Darren Rice, aka Declan Rice, is what I'm going to try to make him into. Irish center back, changing him to defensive midfielder. Just gonna try to follow the career path of him. And Jay Long, 82 to 94 potential, not exactly all that good as a defensive midfielder, but he's truly an attacking midfielder. Just look at those stats. So we'll see how that goes in the future. Frankie Dunn, just a pity promotion, I guess. Now it's time for a league fixture. This time we're hosting Oxford United. Our starting 11 is the same it has been all year long. Here are the highlights.
Getting the ball forward. They'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Abbas. Oh, big chance. Oh, it's gone in. A derby goal.
Just as we approach half-time.
Right, I'm hearing there's been a goal in the Sheffield Wednesday match. Alex Scott can fill us in.
It's a goal for Bristol Rovers. It's a nice pullback, a low-driven.
Can he finish? And there it is!
Been excellent.
Possession changing hands. That's a good pass. Oh, that's a solid piece of defending when it looked as though it might go wrong for them. Abbas. Chance here. And in! Oh, yes! The bar. Goal kick. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. And threading it through. Could be in. And he's made it a place for himself. Might work out. Determined defending. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Chance to run at them. Delivering it into the box. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. And the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty given. And this could really make certain. Oh, and it goes! Now! Brown. And fed back to the goalkeeper. It's looking promising. Good looking move. And this time it's in!
We won the game 6-0. Cole Palmer, amazing performance, 10 out of 10, 4 goals, 0 assists. Abbas goal and 2 assists. Kane at attacking mid had 2 assists as well. James O'Leary, Youth Academy player of over 70 overall, so you already know he's going to be good. Left winger, currently probably going to have him be a left mid, but 73 pace, 80 dribbling, 73 to 94 potential. Going to be competing with Gray, at least initially, to be a starting player in this team. Felix Walker is a lot more of a prospect. I'm actually working on changing him to a center back, so he'll kind of join the mix there. William Reed, central midfielder. 6'6" central midfielder, by the way. 80 to 94 potential. Nothing too crazy there. He's big. He's a traditional kind of basic central midfielder, so probably send him out on loan for a year or two until he can kind of develop the rest of his skills. But in the league, we ended up finishing in 14th place, avoiding the real bit of a relegation scare at the first half of the year. But again, a pretty massive step backwards for us, unfortunately. Palmer was the 3rd highest goal scorer in the league with 18. Abbas, our starting striker, by the way, led the league in assists with 11. FA Cup, unfortunately, knocked down the 5th round by Brentford. Carabao Cup, 2nd round knocked out by Wickham. And in the EFL Trophy, again, knocked down the 3rd round for the 2nd year in a row by Peterborough 4-3. Gray led the team in appearances with 56, just behind him was Kane with 55. Goal scorers, Palmer and Abbas leading the team with 19. Kane also had 14, so those three have really performed for us this year. Abbas 12 assists, Gray 10, Palmer 9, Kinsella 8. We're getting a lot of production from our main attacking players. It's just, unfortunately, evidently not enough for us. David Marshall is retiring at the end of the year. Didn't really get to use him in the way I thought I would, but glad he was able to finish out his career with us. And Abbas is our most valuable player at 20 million. Palmer behind him with 12.5, and then Williams with 11. Overall, as a team, we've played 169 games. We have 65 wins, 45 draws, and 59 losses. 258 goals scored, 246 goals allowed. And next year, just to kind of change up something, because clearly we're not doing something right, going to be switching to a 3-4-3 formation. I mean, I'm really just looking for anything. Don't know what happened this year. Like, I didn't really change anything all that crazy. Our overall just slowly was going up and up and up. So we're going to just need to somehow find some way to do something differently next year. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. To obviously see what happens next year, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see the previous episodes, should be coming up on the screen shortly. Or just go to the playlist tab, click on this series, and also browse some of my other series. So again, next year, hopefully things are different. And I hope to see you all then. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory. Last episode we almost got relegated, and by almost I mean at the halfway point we were almost in the relegation zone. Ended up finishing in 14th after finishing in 9th the year before that, so took a little bit of a step back, and the goal obviously this year is to take a massive step forward. Because we have the team to be taking this massive step forward. Going to be playing a 3-4-3, obviously in goal, 71 overall Hassan, center backs, 67 overall Ali, Saeed, and Amin, Kane and Bailey at center mids, Gray and O'Leary outside mids, Palmer, Williams, wingers, and of course Abbas up top. This team is a championship caliber team, or at least we will be by the end of the year once potential does take over, as the oldest player in this team is Kane at that center mid position, and I believe he's 26, so extremely young player. Everyone except for Kane and Palmer are youth academy players we have promoted ourselves. We have to start performing, and I think this is the year we really take a big step forward. Felix Walker will be going on a 2-year loan move to FC24 over in Portugal. Frankie Dunn will be going on a 2-year loan move to Stevenage down in League 2. Harvey Fox has been sold to Cork City. Can't believe he's still at the club. I thought I got rid of all the original players. Daniel Tierney going on a 2-year loan move to Cittadella over in Italy. Il Young Kang has been sold to Al Akhud. I don't know where they're based out of. William Reed on a 2-year loan move to Real Oviedo. He is a player I plan to use in the future, but for right now, good to send him out on loan. Nicholas Tarnat going on a year-long loan move to Ghent over in Denmark. Just the way things currently are going, I don't see a spot for him in this team currently, so I'll send him out on loan. He might have a spot for us in the future, but right now it's just not going to be the case. Abdul Mahid Abdullah, 2-year loan move to Brissagonza over, I believe, in Italy as well. Darren Rice on a 2-year loan move to Cittadella over in Italy. Jay Long, 2-year loan move to Sepsi OSK in Romania. Kian Cash on a year-long loan move to CD Eldeness. Don't know where they're based out of. But Robert Wagner will be joining the team from the free agents list. 74 overall German central midfielder, 23 years old. I think he will kind of complete that midfield along with Kane. And Kane will be going on loan actually to Sporting CP over in Portugal. Huge move for Kane. And I also just felt like I want to use Kane in the future, but I think I want to really see how good Wagner is to see if he can stay at the club for a long time. Ethan Brierley is also joining the team from the free agents list. English central midfielder, 22 years old, pretty much a replacement of Kane. It's just a matter of he has a little bit higher of potential. Now that is without dynamic potential, which I know Kane for sure has. So really just kind of got to evaluate. Best case scenario, I have a huge problem next year when all three should be starting for us. I'm on Manager of the Month for the month of August. Jason Steele is joining the team from the free agents list as well. 36 overall, or 36-year-old, 70 overall backup goalkeeper. Just kind of add a little bit of depth to that keeper position. Now it's time for a league fixture against Wrexham. Starting 11 is the same, except obviously now with Wagner and Brierley at those starting central mid positions. Hopefully this system can get the job done. Here are the highlights.
Fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined here on the gantry for commentary by Stuart Robson. And coming up for you very shortly, live action from League One in Swindon Town, and they take on Wrexham.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality. Some interesting match.
Well, it could be on for him here. And a goal! Not bad for start. Clinically. In with a chance. And the keeper more than equal to the task. Gray. Palmer. Gray now. Oh, good run this. Now what can he do with it? Can he take advantage? And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. And back with Williams. And the cross smuggled away. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Jeff Shreves.
I've got to say, he landed really heavily on his shoulder there and looks like he's in severe pain. But he looks less concerned than the bench, who are worried about him. I think he'll stay on.
And there is the goal! He's and passing it well. Lee. This attack looks highly promising. Wonderful chance. Closing down well. And a goal this time. Applying the finish. The referee. Well, they know they need to stop him. And he's made headway. Oh yes, a goal! Blistering first half display, and just look at that score. The crowd encouraging him to take it on. And he's made it a brace for himself. And it wasn't taxing for the keeper. Palmer with it. Abbas. Oh, nice ball over the top. Can he put it in? And he's only gone and made it. And that is a free kick artist at work.
So we did, thankfully, win that game 7-1. Abbas, 4 goals and assist. Williams, a goal and 2 assists. Brierley with a goal in his debut. Gray with a goal. Leary with an assist. Palmer with an assist. I think it's safe to say we're going to run this division very, very easily. Just going to be looking for some English wingers, some Scottish centre backs, and some Welsh strong central midfielders. Do have a little bit of bad news, as Ethan Brierley, just a month into his tenure at the club, has torn his calf. He is out for 2 months. He is officially out for the rest of the year. Swindon Town, Wrexham, I mean, there's no point in me playing this game. You just saw we absolutely killed them in the league. Why should I play them in a cup? 2-0 sim win. Colin Bailey has been sold to Sunderland for $3.6 million once the transfer window opens up. And the transfer window will be opening up very soon because we're at the halfway point and we are on top of the league. Ahead of very good teams in both Millwall and Wigan, and also pretty solid teams in Blackpool, Charlton, and Peterborough, and Portsmouth. So, safe to say, I think it's safe we're going up this year. FA Cup will not have a kind of magical run as we did last year, as we lose 4-2 to Fulham, to be expected. Romeo Hutton will be going on a free transfer to Hull City, with us switching to the 3-back. He doesn't really fit in anywhere, so wish him the best there. And our job is under scrutiny heading into the end of the month of January, because there's a lot of players like Hutton that have been trying to sell because they don't fit in this team anywhere, and they just will not accept offers anywhere else. So we might have to make some drastic moves. That includes selling Abu Ibrahim, very promising center back, but it's not happy enough apparently. Same goes for Salim Ibrahim. Eusebio Escobar is the same, except he's at that striker position. George Bell at that winger position. And Salim Ali at that center back position. $5.4 million to PSG. Not a sale I wanted to make right now, but we got a lot of unhappy players because they're not playing enough. But apparently being top of the league doesn't mean anything to these guys, so we'll see you all later. Joining the team is Finn Moore, 54 overall goalkeeper. I needed to sign just a third choice goalkeeper and just decided why not him. Joining the team from the Youth Academy, Benjamin Sharp, 91 to 94 potential, English center back, 67 overall. He's got the aerial dominant playstyle, I think that's what that is. I don't think he's going to start right away, but he will be a long-term starter for us if things go accordingly. James Baker, nah, nothing too crazy there. Good dribbler, that's all I can really say about him. Reece Bean, perfect central midfielder for the system that I'm running right now. 6 foot, physical, quick, pretty technically well-rounded. He's got a long throw trait, so will definitely be with us for some time. Sean McNamara, I mean, just a pretty classic winger, 84 to 90 potential, so we'll use him in the future. Same goes for Kieran Quigley, except at that center back position. A little bit short, but I feel like in our 3-back system we can kind of make up for one shorter center back. And my job is still under scrutiny heading into the month of March, despite the fact we are top of the league by 9 points. And we're almost at the point where we can clinch the league title. And we have a chance to get one step closer for this game against Barrow. We are the away side. This is the team we're rocking with. Sharp is immediately starting. Cancelo's back in that starting role due to Brierly's injury. And really, I'm not that big a fan of Brierly, so hopefully we can get the job done today. Here are the highlights.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Can he take advantage? In it goes!
So we won the game 2-1, goal from O'Leary and Wagner, assist from Palmer and Abbas. Not a crazy good win, but a win is a win. Chris Williams has been sold to Huddersfield for a little over $1 million. And here we are now, 9 points ahead of Wigan. If they lose and we draw, we win the league. It's really just a waiting game at this point, because if we do lose a 9-point lead with this many games remaining, I will retire. And I don't want to do that anytime soon, so let's go on ahead and smash up Cheltenham Town.
Be celebrating come the final whistle. Let's hope they can hold their nerve here.
Is this the moment? And a goal! They start as they... Great defending. Sharp. Will they get themselves level here? And it goes! Would have been disappointed had he spilled that one. Wagner. And he's made headway. Can they put it away? Looking for someone to play it to. Oh, it's in! And just the tackle that was needed. waits on the pass. And now can he keep calm? There it is! Magical scoreline here. Vigorous defending. That's someone to play it to. Player in the way again. Can he put it in? And he's on the goal! Making progress. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. And what a magical save it was! He's driven in the corner. And it's a double for him in this game. Defending. Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. No way through. Real chance. And a goal to the... This could be troublesome. Can he put it away? And top-notch as well as brave goalkeeping.
Well, he comes off his line at just the right time. He read that brilliantly.
So we won this game 6-2. 4 goals from Abbas, goal from Brierley, 2 assists from Williams, goal from Gray, 2 assists from Palmer. Just a very good win, as we're just inching closer and closer to that league title. And I think if I'm doing the math correctly, we can officially put it away today with a draw. As that will put us in 92. Yeah, a draw will officially seal the league title for us. We're facing off against Walsall. We are the away team, but I feel like our fans will show up, and I think we won't have any issues there. Here are the highlights.
For them to clinch the league title. It's Walsall, and they take on Swindon Town.
Well, Derek, the away fans have come here in their numbers, expecting their team to clinch the title today. What an achievement this would be for the club and its players. But there's still got
great opportunity. Oh, it's in! And quite simply, it wasn't that time.
No, I think that's a waste of a decent opportunity. He just didn't connect with it properly, did he?
A really good pass. Can he make it count? And a goal! They have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Oh, big opportunity! Oh, and it goes! Now make use of the substitutes bench. Tighter here. Great opportunity. Read it well. Really sound defending. A goal here. Giving it. He's driven in the corner. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. And threading it through. And in. Oh yes. Exactly.
I thought that would be a goal, but what a save. Great reactions.
Nice weight on the pass. Really good challenge. Great defending. And a goal! And you've got to say... It's got to be. Not a very complicated catch for the keeper. It's with Williams. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. And there it is, a goal.
We did win this game 5-2 with an amazing performance from Palmer with 3 goals, Abbas goal and assist, Sharp from right center back with an assist, Wagner with a goal, and Gray with an assist. Julio Arujo has been sold to Stoke City. Lino Carvajal sold to SD Morabita over in Spain. Kenneth Davis sold to Brisagonza over in Italy. Paul Barnes sold to SV Sandhausen. Joining the team from the youth academy is Ezra King, 6'3", wing wide player, so a little bit of a abnormality, but see what he can do for us. Ryan Morris at center back from Wales. Nothing crazy about him. A little bit shorter, but I'm okay with that. Jackson Rowe, pretty bang average outside midfielder. Same goes for Ryan Maguire. Reece Morris, however, looks like a very, very promising central midfielder. A true do-it-all. He's quick, he's strong. Really, really expect a lot out of him in the future. Duncan Lang, hopefully is a good center back for us in the long-term future. Darren Daly, pretty good outside mid. Nothing too crazy about him either. Kieran Quigley has been sold to Scottish side Celtic for 1.4 mil. Ryan Maguire sold to Fleetwood Town, just promoted, but see ya, buddy. Ryan Morris to Racing de Ferrol for a little over 2 mil. James Baker to that one team in Sweden that I just have no chance of pronouncing correctly. And shocker, shocker, we won the league title. I mean, it was pretty obvious we were going to, so I didn't make that big of a deal out of it, but at the end of the day, big accomplishment, but pretty much to be expected with the team that we had. Abbas was the leading goal scorer by 10 goals. Palmer in second place was 2 behind, or third place was 2 behind second place. Assist-wise, Palmer and Abbas tied with 13. Also had Williams and Gray with 8 in the league. FA Cup knocked down the third round by Fulham, just unfortunate draw. Carabao Cup knocked down the third round by Stoke City, who really cares. EFL Trophy, never going to win it. I mean, we only made it out of the group stage twice, so no chance for us there. Abbas leading appearance for us, 48. Quite the Iron Man there. Amin and Palmer both had 45, and then the rest of the core players. Abbas leading goal scorer with 36 goals. Palmer had 24 goals. Williams had 17 goals. So our front three have zero problem with scoring goals. And they also have zero problem with getting assists, as Palmer leading the team with 15, Abbas leading the team with 13, and Williams had 8. Hutton is the only player who will be leaving us due to an expiring contract. Abbas is our most valuable player at $75.5 million. Williams with 33.5, Palmer 30.5. Like I said, that front three should carry us for quite some time. We've officially won our first trophy at the club, and it is a league title. We've played 225 games, won 100, drawn 54, lost 71. Nothing too crazy there. And this team, aside from Brierley, that center mid position, probably won't change that much next year. Like, I want to keep Sharp, or if we have a player on a loan to come back, but I think he's going to be really good for us. Obviously, our front three, zero problems there. I mean, we have Premier League caliber front three, and that midfield four just needs to do their job. And I really think next year we might be able to end up going back-to-back promotions. But that is obviously quite some time away. First, we need to make sure we stay up, and then are hopefully at least competitive up in the championship. Toughest league in the world, they say. We will put that to the test in the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all for the next episode. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory here on FC24. Last season finished top of League 1, so obviously that does mean promotion up into the championship. And the rest of the cup matches, we really didn't get that far, but we're a League 1 side, so it's kind of to be expected. But this is currently our team as we head into the championship. Actually a very good front three. Midfield 4 is good. Back line, Sharp is a little bit underrated as only a 68 overall, but he does have decently high potential, so might keep him there. Only player I think we could replace would be Kane and Sharp, but depending on the budget, I might not even replace either of those players. But I will be replacing Sharp. Free agent Virgil van Dijk, picking him up. He's 36 years old. I mean, it's not the most realistic of signings, but he's going to be our captain, our absolute rock in defense, and hopefully going to be taking us up into the Premier League. Ezra King has left the club. He'll be joining Fiorentina for 1.7 mil. James O'Leary will be going on a year-long loan move to, I think Leeds are in the championship right now. I know they're in real life. I'm trying to think of this series. I think they're also in the championship, so we'll go there. Ethan Brierley heading to Italy to join Cagliari. And Liam Kinsella, I've decided to sell to Hull City. Good player for the club. He was very useful when we used him, but we've just kind of outgrown him. It's unfortunate, but he will be missed. Jackson Rowe on a 2-year loan move to FC Andorra, who are either in Romania or Spain. I can't remember which one. Duncan Lang going on a 2-year loan move to League 2 side Salford City. Sean McNamara has been sold to Lille over in France for 1.3 mil. Nicholas Tarnat, just didn't really work out with him. 1.15 million heading to Dusseldorf over in Germany. Reece Bean going on a 2-year loan move to Turkey to Başakşehir. Definitely said that wrong. Reece Morris on a 2-year loan move to Catanzaro over in Italy. Benjamin Sharp was going to be our starter, obviously not anymore. Don't want to hurt his potential, so I'm going to be sending him out to Belgium to Royal Antwerp for 2 years. And the marquee signing of this episode will be Josh Da Silva, joining us from Brentford for just under 20 million. I mean, he's a 78 overall player. I decided to go with a kind of older, better quality of player to hopefully have him bridge over our gap from the championship up into the Prem. Because ideally, he starts for us this year and the season after that, maybe even the next season. I don't think he'll start that next season, but at least for this year and next year, I wanted to have a for sure solid central midfielder in the team. I mean, he's 78 overall, so he could, for a bad Prem team, he could easily be an everyday starter. Gabal Amin will be going on a year-long loan move to Spezia over in Italy. We actually want Manager of the Month for the month of August, so things are already off to a pretty hot start. Youth Academy needs some center mids. Not necessarily starters right now, but with like a little bit of depth, plus I don't know what I'm going to be sticking with, so always good to have a couple extra center mids in a team and getting them from Norway. Also going to be heading to Sweden to get some defensive midfielders, and then Finland just to get any sort of players. In our game now today, we're facing off against Bristol City in a pretty unconventional lineup here. 4-3-3 holding, that's pretty standard, but we're not rocking that 3-4-3 anymore. Van Dijk is going to be coming off the bench because I'm trying out I don't know how to describe, it's like a wing, it's like an outside the box, I have no clue how to describe it. Basically, I want Gray and Perry, who are both outside midfielders, and Palmer to pretty much be linking up and just kind of dominate in the wings, and then get the ball into Abbas, and then have Wagner and Da Silva kind of cover Gray and Perry. So I really don't know how to describe it, but that's just kind of what I'm going for, trying something a little bit different. Hopefully it works. Here are the highlights.
He's beaten his opponent. That's a good-looking pass. A good and fair challenge. Amin. Gray. So in terms of the table, that's how it looks for Everton, and I think we expected a bit more, didn't we?
Well, Derek, I expected them to be the team to...
Can he finish? And a goal to increase their... Struggle to get it away properly. Can he get one back? He can! And who? Well, by playing keep ball like this, we're keeping the opposition at bay. Good movement. And a precise challenge just when it was required. And a goal!
So we ended up winning the game 3-1. Gray was actually one of our best players from that right back position. So I might have to stick with this very offensively focused kind of 4-3-3. Another thing I forgot to mention, the biggest reason why I did bench Van Dijk is because obviously with our outside backs going forward and committing so much, need very good ground covering center backs, which Van Dijk at this stage in his career was definitely not. So I might have to switch it up to kind of get Van Dijk a little bit more involved, but I mean, if we keep getting results like that, no need to switch up anything. Finn Moore will be going on loan to Crawley Town for the rest of the season in January. And now it's time for another league game, a Christmas Day game at Goodison Park against Everton. I'm sticking with the same lineup. Hopefully, again, we can get the result we got last time, and here are the highlights.
Now how about the short corner? Oh, good work by the keeper. Wagner. Well, something has happened at one of the other venues. Let's get the up-to-date news from Alex.
Yes, it was a penalty for Coventry City, but he's going to be devastated because it hit the post and went out of play. It remains 0-0 with 13 minutes played.
Thanks for the update, Alex. Real chance. And a goal! Can they get in behind them? This could level it. Couldn't quite hang on. And a goal is in. But should have done much, much better.
Well, as you can see, it's an error from the goalkeeper. You just can't split into a dangerous area like that.
Possession. Gray now. Ibrahim. Williams. Who can he pick out? And they might forge ahead. And a goal in the lead.
So we won the game 2-1, thanks to a goal from Wagner and Abbas. Perry got an assist. So again, this kind of outside mid, outside back system seems to be working pretty well, and I might have stumbled upon something very, very good. Austin North is joining the team from the Youth Academy. 70 overall. He's a good dribbler. That's kind of about it. But 82 to 88 potential. He definitely has a place in this team in the future. So does Jackson Higgins. 85 to 91 potential. Again, only good at dribbling, but I mean, 85 to 91 potential. I sent him out on loan a couple of times, bring him off the bench, pretty decent amount. Could be a world-class player soon. John Laird, Scottish center back, nothing too crazy about him. Good overall, good potential. Alistair Wilson, not the greatest of players, but I mean, he's got 79 to 85 potential. Could be a decent role player for us in a couple seasons. And now at the championship table, we're currently sitting in 6th place, 1 point behind West Brom, who are in 5th. Nowhere near the automatic promotion spots, but a decent amount of points between the non-playoff spots. So I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. Austin North, who obviously you saw just got promoted, going on a tier loan move to Luton Town. Jackson Higgins on a tier loan move to Ghent over in Denmark. Darren Daly has been sold to Bristol City for $1.25 million. Joey Jones, year-long loan move to Fiorentina. And end of the season, we are in the playoffs. I didn't really play any games towards the end of the season because they really did not matter. Because as you can see, we have an 8-point cushion over 6th place and a 16-point cushion over 7th. So nothing could really happen. We couldn't move up, couldn't get automatically promoted. As you see, Burnley's on 101 points. So nothing really happened. But a lot of stuff is about to happen. Promotion playoff semifinals against Norwich. First leg we lost 2-1, so it's time to pull off something magical. I've decided to switch back to the 3-4-3. As good as Ibrahim was at that defensive mid role, I really just wanted, we have to put Van Dijk in the team. You cannot get a player that good and not play him in these crucial games, so we're going back to the 3-4-3. Obviously, this is definitely a Premier League caliber team at this point, especially that front three. Midfield's good as well. Defense is good as well. Keeper, only 76 overall, but he's still young. He's still improving. But before we even think about Premier League, we still need to win this game because this is only the semi-final. Here are the highlights.
And he's through here. And a goal! So what do they do with this one? Well, the referee has given it. Penalty it is. No scraps for them to feed on. Gray now. Abbas. Well, it could be on for him here. And he's done it! Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. They need to get bodies back. Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. He's in behind. A big chunk of added time here, a minimum of 5 minutes. See some progress with the ball at his feet. Can he finish? Chance maybe. There's the goal.
So we won the game 4-1. Van Dijk, in his return, put on an absolute masterclass at the back. 2 goals from Abbas, goal from Perry, goal from Williams. 4-1 win. And, of course, we're going to be facing Everton. One of my favorite clubs. Very heartbreaking, but actually the day I'm recording this, the Premier League just changed the points reduction from 10 points to 6 points. So hopefully this will never happen in real life. But this is a big game coming up here. EFL Championship Playoffs Final. Their team playing that 4-1. Onana at CDM is going to be an absolute problem to deal with. Trimiti, I also assume overall-wise, is very good at this point. I don't really know any of the other players. I mean, I know João Virginia in at goalkeeper, but I think we have the upper edge, especially with how good this team is. I think if there's ever a time to go up, I mean, back-to-back promotions, it is now. Here are the highlights.
Attacking play. Can he finish? To increase the sound piece of goalkeeping. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Decent looking pass. Is this the moment? He's got it. Aubert. Well, it comes to nothing in the end.
Well, so close.
Oh, my God! The error!
Well, here we can see it again, and it doesn't get any better, does it? That's just sloppy from the goalkeeper. That's a terrible goal to give away.
Into the advanced position. Foiled by Van Dijk. Oh, the referee points to the spot. Penalty. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop. And back with Williams. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. And you cannot argue with a hand. It was. Free kick given. Best friend.
6-2. As an Everton fan, I'm gonna say this was actually quite realistic, especially when you look at the expected goals. They had double the amount of expected goals as us. They had 5 times more shots, 39 more passes, 7 more interceptions, but we had 6 more saves. We came to play. I mean, they had 3 corners, we had 0 corners. Like, 60% shot accuracy. They should have won this game statistically, but there's a reason you play the games so that your all-stars and Palmer and Abbas just make play after play. 6-2 win, championship playoff champions. We are going up into the Premier League next year. Throwing it back to 1993, there's where the title came from. Finnemore has been sold to Crawley Town. Who cares? So yeah, championship, finished 5th in the table. Abbas leading goal scorer with 27. Championship playoffs, we won 6-2. FA Cup knocked down the 4th round by Aston Villa. I mean, it is what it is. Carabao Cup knocked out by Peterborough on penalties in the 1st round. Did not expect that to happen. Overall this season, Perry and Abbas appeared in most games for us with 52. I think they played in every single game. Palmer and Williams just behind them with 51. Abbas, 34 goals. 27 in the championship, obviously. 6 in the championship playoffs in total. Amazing season from him. And also, don't want to discredit Palmer, who had 17. Still very good. Perry and Palmer led the team in assists with 8. Our goalkeeper, Hassan, had 2 assists. It's just an absurd thing that can only happen in career mode. Do have 2 players leaving us with an expiring contract. That is Jason Steele, who was retiring, and then Dominic Iorfa, who, when he played for us, he was very good, but we just kind of outgrew him. So he will be missed, and we thank him for his service. Abbas is valued at $114 million. Now, obviously, this does pose the question: do we sacrifice Abbas to get a little bit lesser of an overall striker, but still has high enough potential, and then use that money that he gets to fund 2 brand new, young, promising outside backs? Because the 3-4-3, I don't think it's going to really work in the Prem. So there's a whole lot of questions that I don't know the answer to. We've won only 1 trophy so far. We've still lost more games we've drawn, but we've scored almost 100 more goals than we've allowed, so not too shabby. And this is currently what I think the team is going to look like heading into next season. 4-3-3 flat, Wagner, Gray, and De Silva center mids. Amin moving from center back to left back. And then Ibrahim from defensive mid to right back. I'm not the biggest fan of how this team currently looks heading into it. Midfield, just me personally, I think they're a little bit undersized, a little bit they're not physical enough. I don't think they're fast enough to really deal with a Premier League midfield. And then outside backs, Amin, he's left-footed, so I'm putting him there, but he's not the greatest going forward. Ibrahim's also not the greatest going forward, but I think a lot of these issues will just be kind of covered up a little bit by how good this front 3 is of Williams, Abbas, and Palmer. So I think that'll definitely kind of save us a little bit. Also do need a new backup goalkeeper, as currently Steele is our backup, who, as I just told you, is retiring. So got a lot of things to figure out, but as part of the joy and fun of doing these career modes, I have no clue what the team's going to look like next season, and neither do you. And that's why you got to subscribe to check out episode 6, first season up in the Premier League. Hopefully it's exciting. Hopefully you all enjoyed this one, and of course we'll enjoy that one. And I will see you all then. Welcome everyone to the 6th episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory. And I am at the most exhilarating, yet also most daunting point in any Road to Glory, and that is the first season up in the Premier League. As you can see, we won the championship playoffs, which obviously means we're up in the Premier League. And this team, I'm not the biggest fan of where we currently are. Midfield, I have to play Reed at that center mid position just to have a little bit of physicality, because Perry's very undersized, height-wise and strength-wise. He's a little bit pacey. Wagner's just pretty decently solid. And as much as Reed is big, he's not the strongest. And then outside backs, we have a center back and a defensive mid playing at those outside backs. So it's not at all the ideal kind of mindset for us to currently be in. But a player who will certainly help us is Fernando Mendoza, aka, I think this is going to be Messi's regen. I don't know if FC24, if they removed him from playing right wing, if he's now just a center forward and attacking mid. But Argentinian center forward, 93 overall. Obviously, I had to pay him $300,000 a week, but instant starter for us. Josh Da Silva, returning back to Brentford. It was pretty much a 1-year purchase that we lost. We lost $2.5 million on it. However, he did help us get promotion, so it kind of balances itself out. Ethan Brierley's been sold to Sheffield United. Just didn't really work out with him like I really hoped it would. He just didn't grow as fast as I really wanted him to, but, you know, sometimes this stuff kind of happens. Alistair Wilson sold to Blackpool for 1.7 mil, and James O'Leary will be departing the club to join AS Monaco for Aaron Wan-Bissaka and 7 million. Bissaka's an 83 overall, needed a good right back at this club, and he will certainly be a good right back for us. Tariq Ibrahim, who would have been starting at the right back position, I've just decided to sell in general for 7.8 million to Norwich. Zachary Brown's going on a year-long loan move to Torino. Jake Kane, a Swindon Town player in real life. Just, again, we're just growing so quickly, not a spot for him at the club anymore. He'll be joining Luton Town for 4 mil. Abdul Mahid Abdullah joining BSC Young Boys for 3.3 mil. Daniel Grimshaw joined the team from the free agents list as our backup goalkeeper, 72 overall. I mean, he's a good backup. It's what we needed. We only had one goalie at the club previously. And our first game that I'll be playing in the Premier League is against Crystal Palace, rocking a 4-4-1-1 with simple additions of Mendoza and Wan-Bissaka. Team looks a lot better than it did at the start of the year, but this is the Premier League. This is the big boys league. It's where all the good teams play. Let's see if we can get it done. Here are the highlights.
Football here in South London. The venue is Selhurst Park. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And there are few more enjoyable days on the football calendar than opening day in the Premier League. It's Crystal Palace, and they take on Swindon Town.
Well, the away fans, Derek, saw a lot of good displays last night.
Must score! A goal in the early stages again. Danger is still there. Saeed in possession and angling it back, and it goes! The leveller! Thrilling! And support available. Unal. Abbas. Put them ahead, must put it away, there it is, and he could save. How about that?
Well, at least he hit the target, but he should really beat the keeper from there. They should be level now.
Cuts it back. Oh, it's a penalty, in the opinion of the referee, and maybe they'll be able to level this up. Well, no card, just a warning and a fair few protestations.
Well, not every foul is a yellow card. I think the referee is right here.
And the spot kick is converted. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Could still be dangerous. Walker Peters. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Oh, what an opportunity. And it's in! They're back in.
Yeah, he was always going to be booked for that challenge. It was a poor one, you have to say.
And he's fired over the corner. And a goal to seal the hand. Here, options available. Oh, no stopping him. And a big moment because the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty coming up. This to give them the advantage. And the penalty is converted. I don't
So we did win the game. Just kidding. We lost 4-3. I mean, it's gonna happen. Like, as much as I do enjoy getting up in the Premier League for the first time and getting to play with the big boys, it is so nerve-wracking because obviously I use so much youth academy that our players are always under physical and too slow. And anybody who is fast enough and strong enough, they're just simply not good enough. So it's just this whole dilemma that I run into every single time. And you think I would learn to make sure we don't run into that issue, but I don't. Year after year after year. But, I mean, at least Mendoza looked good, so good. There's one good positive, I guess. Now we're going to play our first home Premier League game, facing off against Burnley, a team that won the championship last year and they got promoted up with us. A little bit of a team change. Reed will be starting for Perry. Perry was just outclassed so much, and Ali starting at that left back. Moving Amin to left back from center back to where he naturally belongs, because Van Dijk, at 37 years old, is too slow, and Amin is not good enough technically going forward to that left back position. So still making some changes, trying to figure out the team, but hopefully this will be the winning combination. Here are the highlights.
Well, most of the fans in attendance here have had to bring their umbrellas and wear their raincoats. It's a soggy day for this match. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder Stuart Robson. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League in Swindon Town, facing Burnley.
Well, Derek, the hosts didn't get off to a great start in their opening fixture, but it was always going to be difficult for them. Today,
Can he put it away? And a goal! An early boost for them. And over comes the corner. And ably dealt with. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. This for the goalkeeper.
well, they're calm now, but that initial save was absolutely magnificent.
Wagner. Williams. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Can he finish here? Real chance. And in! Oh, yes!
The action from the goalkeeper, that was.
He's driven in the corner. And making sure it wasn't problematic. Mendoza with the ball. I think the referee was spot on there. A free kick in the end after he had attempted to play advantage. Will he find the net? It's gone in! Well, they're really...
Magnificent.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, it comes to nothing in the end. Lucas Toro. Teammates available. The right place to cut out the pass. And that's a super ball over the top. And the task is to remain focused. Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. And it's with Ekdal. And he's broken free. And a goal! That's his... Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Teammate available. What a block! And a penalty awarded. Spot kick coming up. And he puts it away confidently. And Said in possession. Palmer with it. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Oh, nice ball over the top. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. So almost at full time, and the home side very much in command. Stuart, what have you made of their overall performance?
Well, the result.
Oh, hang on, Stuart, look at this! And the keeper nowhere to be found, not that he's complaining. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running, but timely defending when it mattered. And the referee has decided to add on a... Can he finish? It's gone in! And well...
So we won this game 8-2, and I think it's definitely safe to say I made the right changes, because 8-2 is quite the convincing win. 2 players with a 10.0 match rating in Abbas and Mendoza. I mean, really, those 2 can just carry this team all the way, and I'd be completely okay with it. Darren Rice has been sold to Hertha Berlin over in Germany, sending a youth academy scout to England, Scotland, and Wales. We're kind of at the point where these players won't really matter. They're just kind of something fun to kind of keep focusing on, keep bringing my eye on, because realistically, will any of these guys play for us? No. But I like developing younger players. It's my favorite part of career mode, so I'm going to keep doing these youth academy scouts. Cian Cash going on loan to Valladolid over in Spain for half a year. And we're in the 11th place in the Prem at the halfway point, which is very good. Like, for a freshly promoted team, I'm completely okay with this. And let's just kind of see what else happens. But Liverpool fans, look away. Virgil van Dijk has agreed to a free contract, whatever you want to call it, joining Everton next season. Very, very strange for him to go to Everton after being at Liverpool for so long, but I mean, I guess Everton's the only team that would want a 38-year-old center back. Now it's time for a little bit of FA Cup action as we face off against Spurs. Perry has returned to starting at center mid instead of Reed. Amin is still starting at that left back position. No, Amin starts over Ali. So we have Amin and Amin. Here are the highlights.
Very far away.
Well, it was good vision, excellent technique, but not quite the end result it deserved.
Jesus. Given away by Tottenham. Can he take them on and beat them? And a goal! Just a reminder, we have more absorbing action from the Premier League coming your way here on EA TV. It's Swindon Town facing Fulham. Well, I take my hat off to him because that was superb defending. The counter attack looks on. Oh, might be. And there it is! A 2.
That was a top-class save.
And play halted, free kick given. Clattered away. Well, perhaps they can counter from here. They need to get bodies back. Oh, jump! Well, not so fast. The referee says penalty, and maybe a late glimmer of hope for them. And it's also going to be a booking.
Well, he's absolutely right. It's a penalty and a yellow card.
Can they get one back? A goal! Come! Showing the importance of wit. Oh, we have just witnessed a special moment. Pure quality.
Well, here it is again, and all you can do is admire the skill. That's a really clever goal, you have to say.
So we did win this game 3-1, thanks to 2 goals from Abbas and an assist from Abbas, goal and assist from Mendoza, and an assist from Williams on the left. Best 3 offensive players, showing up yet again. Joining the team from the Youth Academy is Finley Brown, 84 to 90 potential. He's a 68 overall. Like I said, he's kind of one of those players that not going to start for us, but could certainly be a good bench player for us heading forward. And same goes for Tieho Leo, Finnish center back, 85 to 91 potential, 68 overall. Going to be a stud for some team in the near future. Jimmy Oliver, another Finnish player, good dribbler, kind of about it, but 88 to 94 potential. We can definitely work on his passing later. And Kanunen, I don't know how you really would say that, but third choice goalkeeper for us now. Jonas Mikkelsen, Norway central midfielder, 92 to 94 potential. I really wish I could have gotten a player like him earlier on in the career mode, but I mean, still, sent him out on loan a couple of times. Very, very good bench player. Philip Olofsson, Swedish right midfielder, excellent passer. A little bit different than my traditional outside midfielders, which is kind of why I'm very interested to see if I ever end up using him. And Michael Baker, just a good physical all-round central midfielder. Lucas Armstrong, just a pretty bang average center back with good potential. Rory McLaughlin, big Scottish defensive mid. Gonna switch him to center back, but gonna keep him as defensive mid for now. And now we're in a very interesting spot here because we're in the semifinals of the FA Cup, facing off against Newcastle. And I don't want to say we should win this game and we should win the FA Cup, but if we could somehow get into Europe this early, would definitely be beneficial for us. But we still have to win 2 more games before we can even start to think about that. So here are the FA Cup semi-final highlights.
Over it comes. Well, possession ceded. And showing fine vision. And a chance for them to nudge in front. Botman, Nusayr Mazraoui, Longstaff, it's with Isak, and a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? And that is a free kick. Assessment of the situation at the back. A timely intervention. Can he finish?
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long.
In the position to take it away. Oh, the referee has given it. Penalty it is. Well, they really need this. In it goes! Calmly.
So we did, thankfully, win the game 3-2, thanks to 2 goals from Abbas. And, jeez, whoever scored that, I think it might have been an own goal, now that I think about it. But, I mean, 46% shot accuracy, definitely need to be working on that if we want to win the final. Which I don't think we're going to be able to do because we are facing Manchester City. And you look at this team, and aside from Jan Koto at that right back position, which on the right wing, I have no clue who that is. Look at that front 6. Pedri, Rodri, Xavi Simons, Foden, Holland. I mean, that's insane. Center back's not the greatest. Outside back's not the greatest. Goalkeeper, I think it's just an Ederson regen, but this is going to be a goal fest, regardless of how you look at it. We could pull off the upset, but I don't see this game finishing below 5-4, 4-5, 6-4, that type of scoreline. So hopefully at least it'll be interesting and entertaining. Here are the highlights.
Starting lineup.
Well, in this 4-4-2, they're going to play with two centre forwards. But one will make forward runs, the other will receive the ball to feet. But for that to be effective, they'll also need their wide players to break forward at every opportunity. This should be a good game.
Oh, wait, Stuart, they might score. Oh, blocked it. And the referee says penalty. Can he make it 1-0? A goal! Accurate from the spot. They take it short. Simmons. Behind the net. And a goal to increase the lead. Plays with a positional sense that is second to none. City pushing forward with options available. Threading it through. And it's a double for him in this game. Rodri. Back to Holland. Danger here as he runs at them. Splendid defending. Can they be creative from here? Oh, that's a fine ball. Opportunity, maybe. Oh, tremendous! 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Simmons. Oh, good run this. Now what can he do with it? Can he finish? And a goal! Jan Kulken. Makes his way infield. It's open up. Oh, blocked it! And the referee's verdict is penalty kick. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Of goals, 5-1 it is. 30 minutes left for play. Holland. It's a good-looking pass. And the stone gets in. Big time tackle. Oh, great attacking play. The fans are shouting, shoot. There it is! A fantastic... Foden. He stopped them in their tracks. Pulls it back. And there is the goal! He's found it!
Like I said, it would be a high-scoring affair, and I did not think we would win, and we did not win. 7-2 loss to Man City, but, I mean, hey, was this really that much of a surprise? Let's be honest. Michael Gray will be leaving the club to join West Ham United. The very good player for us last season, just haven't found a way to get him in the team this year, so that's why he'll be leaving. Finley Brown on a 2-year loan move to Anderlecht over in Belgium. Leo on a 2-year loan move to Luton Town. Jimmy Oliver, 2-year loan move to Deporto Alves. Mickelson, 2-year loan move to Paris FC. And Valentin Flores will be joining the club. Left back from Chelsea for $50 million. Not the greatest of player currently, but he's 19 years old, already at an 82 overall. Dynamic potential, should kind of be able to help him over the hump. He was a free agent that Chelsea signed at the start of the season, so I decided that we should just try to poach him towards the end here, and add some extra cash. Michael Baker, 2-year loan move to Karagumruk over in Turkey. I don't know how to say that name. Rory McLaughlin to Oviedo over in Spain. Philip Olofsson to FC Andorra for 2 years. And we ended up finishing 12th in the Premier League, which, hey, first season up, I'm completely okay with that being the case. Mendoza had the most assists in the league, so we definitely have a couple of bright spots heading forward. Lost in the FA Cup final, which is pretty unfortunate. For the second year in a row, a surprising exit in the Carabao Cup due to penalties. Wan-Bissaka, Palmer, Mendoza, Abbas appeared in every single game for us this year. Abbas leading goal scorer with 25, Mendoza had 19, Mendoza had 15 assists, Palmer with 8, and Hassan, our goalkeeper, with yet another season with an assist. Virgil van Dijk, only player who will be leaving us with an expiring contract, and Mendoza is now our most valuable player at 216.5 million, but just 4 million behind him is Abbas. Still did not add anything to the trophy cabinet. Still more losses than draws. 95 more goals for than allowed. We're doing decently well. Just looking at this team, I think left back and goalkeeper are the biggest. I need to figure out what I plan to do with them. If I stick with Hassan and Amin, that is completely okay. Oh no, Flores is coming in at left back. Okay, so then I just got to figure out what players do I plan to keep around long term. Because, that front four, technically, with Palmer, Williams, Mendoza, and Abbas, locked in for the rest of this career mode. I really just got to figure out the rest of the players. And that's just kind of what I'm struggling with right now, because Amin and Saeed have kind of maxed out at their overalls, I think. Wagner, he's not probably going to grow much more. Perry's kind of maxed out. Wan-Bissaka is definitely maxed out. Hassan's maxed out at 78 overall, so we're just kind of in this weird spot of I don't exactly know what I'm going to do. Like, normally I have a full 11 that doesn't really change except for if I get a whole bunch of money to bring in like a 91 overall player. But right now it's just a whole lot of, I don't think they're going to grow anymore, so how do I replace them? So I'm going to have to do a lot of thinking, a lot of planning as I head into this next season. So make sure you guys watch so you can see what I do to kind of change up the team a little bit. And hopefully I'll see you all for episode 7. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory, episode 7 right now. And if you watched the end of last episode, I'm just kind of reiterating what I said then. I don't know what I plan to do with this team. Like, normally I have a full kind of mindset, kind of guide of what I want to have happen, but I really don't know what I'm going to do. And the main problem is the spine of the team. Technically, center mids, Wagner, Perry, center backs, Amin, Saeed, goalkeeper, Hassan. 5 players. Very, very crucial 5 players that have all kind of hit their potential cap. They're not really improving anymore. But they're still good enough to the point where I can't justify starting backups who have better potential than them in their place. Like, center backs, Sharp and Amin could easily start over them if I'm going basically purely off potential. But they're only 75 overall, so that's a 5 and 7 overall decrease. Center mids, Reece Morris, that's 73 overall, is so good, and he really would like to use him, but he's just only a 73 overall. Reed, 76 overall, but he's kind of capped. Long, he's got a little bit of potential, but not really that much. So it's really just this weird Twilight Zone limbo type thing where I don't know what I want to do with this team. Something that will definitely help is the signing of Gregor Kobel from Borussia Dortmund for 50 mil. 90 overall goalkeeper will certainly help our team. Jay Long has been sold to Hellas Verona for 9.2 mil. Robert Wagner sold to Newcastle United for 29.2 million. Obviously going to get rid of him. Same goes for Felix Walker for 8 mil. To get Frankie de Jong, just under 90 million from PSG. He's an 89 overall. He's 32 years old, so this is definitely a 2 to 3 year kind of rental thing, kind of help carry us, hopefully go big and win the Champions League next season. If not, probably gonna have to sell him. John Laird sold to FC Austria. Joey Jones to FC Porto for 8.2 million. Daniel Tierney to Barnsley for 1.6 million. Seeing Cash to FC Nantes over in France for 3.7 mil. And now it's time for a Premier League game against Nottingham Forest, and also a chance to look at this team. But this is actually the reserves. Now, normally, I would, I'm only playing our strongest 11. I'm only playing our best players. But I want to try out these reserves, because again, I want to see how do Sharp and Amin perform in-game. I want to see how do Reed and Morse perform in-game. And especially at that right wing, Brown. Do I try to find a way to incorporate him into the team somehow? And is Abbas at 88 overall still as good as I think he is? I think he is, but let's check out the highlights and see what happens.
And I'm hearing a goal has gone in the Leicester City game. Alex Scott has the details.
It's a goal for Spurs. They've scored the opener here with 7 minutes played.
Alex, thank you very much. Reed now. And continues his run. Genuine chance. And a goal! 1-0 result. A free kick forthcoming. Reed. He continues his run. In behind for him to chase. And a goal! There he is! Being up. And space for them here on the flank. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. And the snuffing out of the cross there. Could reduce the deficit. And he does. There is hope for them. And space to exploit, maybe. Clean challenge. Good thing from his point of view. Just had no time on the ball on account of the pressure. And nicely over the top. Can he finish? And a goal to see.
Sheet here with 51 minutes played.
Alex keeping us right up to date. A danger here as he runs at them. And still looking to get the shot off. There's been so much speculation in terms of whether the transfer would go ahead, but it will go ahead, Stuart.
Oh, big moment here, Derek.
A goal here, giving his team precisely what...
So we would go on to win the game 4-1, thanks to a hat-trick from Abbas and a hat-trick of assists from Reed. So it is good to know that our bench players, if we ever need to rely on them, I can easily just kind of plug them in and get things going, but still, good game regardless. Lucas Armstrong has been sold to Hellas Verona over in Italy for 1.3 mil. Salim Hassan sold to Leeds United for 18.4 million. Did not really want to be a backup quarterback, so sadly things have to end that way. Sending a scout to England, the United States, and Australia. Mark Cook is joining the team to be third choice goalkeeper as of right now, 64 overall, but 88 to 94 potential. Expect him to be loaned out quite shortly. Same goes for Gavin Adams. Center mid, who's a good dribbler, but that's kind of about it, so he'll be going out on loan. Lucas Wood, very, very good, well-balanced right wing, so he'll be going out on loan, 86 to 92 potential. Cian Hughes, Welsh center mid, 86 to 92 potential, definitely going out on loan as well. Ezra Daniels, very well-rounded left back, would love to have had him earlier on in the series. And Gabriel Dawson, 85 to 91 potential, have to promote him. And we're currently in 10th place, 7 points off of European spots, or technically 6, right? Because yeah, 6 spaces, but we're still just kind of a mid-table team. And Genk have bought Reece Bean, who was getting pretty significant minutes at that defensive mid position, but 28.3 million will be joining us as he is heading off to Genk. So, I mean, not the worst situation in the world, getting 28.3 million for a kind of rotation player, but still will be missed. And because I want to keep my job, for brand exposure, I have to sign 3 players born in North America. So there's Robert Cunningham, Blake Davis, and Zahiro Slam. I just liked it because it says Slam. Alright, Premier League game against Manchester City now. They beat us in the FA Cup final last season, so a little bit of revenge for us, rocking this 4-3-3. Kobol's in goal. Obviously, Said and Sharp are the center backs. Wan-Bissaka, Amin, outside backs. Morris is at that defensive mid position, Williams and De Jong center mids, Palmer, Mendoza on the wings, Abbas up top. It's a very different looking team, but I'm just trying some things out right now. Here are the highlights.
Let's see about the delivery and efficient defending. And playing it back. Just the clearance that was needed. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Good idea. Oh, yes! 1-0 it is! Well, there is nothing quite like the FA Cup final, and you'll be able to see it live right here on EA TV. It's Manchester City facing Crystal Palace.
Well, that's always a great occasion. The atmosphere will be electric and the two teams will be desperate to lift that cup.
It should be! Oh, he's found the net, and that increases the advantage. Can someone get on the end of this? Not the best clearance. And a big moment because the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty coming up. An opportunity for 3-0. And a timely penalty save. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Crossed into the penalty area. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. He has teammates around him. Can he finish? And it's 2 for him today. Maguire with it. Marcao has it. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Pressing like that will help the cause. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Well, we're hearing news of a goal in the Liverpool match. Alex Scott, what can you tell us?
It's a second goal for Spurs. The game's all level again at 2-2 with 79 minutes played.
Thanks as always, Alex. Pedri. Oh, could be. And there it is. A goal. Who can he pick out? Well, it didn't worry the keeper. Well, apologies to Alex for having to interrupt her. He's in behind the defence here. And this time it's in! Fabulous! Now, who can he play it to? De Jong. Great block. And a big moment because the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty coming up. And this could finish it off. And the spot kick is converted as...
So we did get revenge in this game, winning 6-1. 4 goals from Abbas. He's just so good. And I'm so glad to have him on this team. But end of the season, we finished in 8th place because, I mean, nothing really happened. We're just not quite at that level yet, which is pretty unfortunate. But Abbas definitely is at that level. 28 goals, leading goal scorer in the Premier League. FA Cup, got knocked out by Manchester City. I didn't want to have to go through the heartbreak for a second season in a row. Carabao Cup knocked down the 4th round by Aston Villa, which for some reason Aston Villa have our number this series. We had Mendoza appear in almost every single game for us this season, but with that player that good, you want to play in that many games. Same goes for Abbas. Leading goal scorer was Abbas with 28 goals. He only scored in the Premier League, which probably explains why in the Cups we got knocked out when we did. Mendoza had 17. Williams and Mendoza led the team in assists with 8. They were just such solid players out there on the wings. Daniel Grimshaw will be departing the club. I mean, I signed him on a 1-year contract. He served his purpose. He played a couple of games. But we got a couple of youth academy guys I would prefer to be getting minutes over him. So, it is what it is, but he did good for what we got him for. But Abbas is by far the most valuable player of this club, $291.5 million. I really wish there was a way you could kind of sort by just total value. Like, I really think that is something that I don't know if they'll do on FC25, but just kind of like having access to a transfer market type website, just seeing the player's entire career history with their value, just simple little things like this. Would really, really love to that and be in the game next year. Still yet to win any other trophy besides that League One title. I mean, we're just kind of, like I said, we're going nowhere very, very quickly. Abbas is going somewhere, and that is to the history books. I mean, 96 pace, 94 shooting striker, 5-star weak foot. I mean, he's perfect. He's a little bit short, but I think that sometimes works a little bit in his favor. But the rest of the team, I mean, I think Sharp and Saeed are going to have to get replaced. Morris probably going to have to get replaced. Amin probably going to be having Flores start over him, but I'm not the biggest fan of Flores, so like that's a bad transfer now. There's just a whole lot of things that we've shown we're close. I think I just got to figure out what do we need to do, or what are we going to do to take that next step to try to qualify for top 4, or at least top 6, get in Champions League or Europa League. I'd even take Conference League at this point. I don't care. I just want to be in European competitions. But to get there, gotta get over a couple of hurdles. One thing I do think is a positive is we have a lot of young players that could sell. So we could kind of sell a whole lot of our bench, and like pretty much everyone on our bench right there is expendable. I could sell them, along with, Morris and Amin as our starters, as well as Sharp and Saeed, and then use all that money, then go all out, get brand new world-class players. But the only thing is I don't know if the money will work out exactly with that, so I got a lot to think about, but hopefully you guys will agree with the decisions that I make in the next episode. Episode 8 should be coming out shortly. Hopefully you guys will watch it, and obviously if you're still listening, you watch this one. And I'll see you all for that 8th episode. Welcome everyone to the 8th episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory. And in today's episode, what I've been longing for the last 2 episodes will finally happen. But first I gotta show you how we got to that point. So last season, finished in 8th place in the Premier League, not the greatest. Didn't really get that far in either of the cups. But this year is going to be different. Mainly because we're trying out a little bit of a different formation, playing a 4-3-3 attack, and also got in some new players. De Jong has joined the team. Flores, I'm decided to start him. And you can't see overall wise, but Mendoza is a 94 overall, Palmer is an 87 overall, Williams is a 86 overall, Perry's an 83 overall. So I really think the only thing we need to change is the center backs. And then I think it is officially time for a top 4 push. Frankie Dunn's been sold, but honestly, who cares? Zaid Amin will be departing the club. He'll be going to West Ham for a little over $60 million. Was our starting center back for the past 5 seasons, I think. But business is business, and we got to make some tough decisions. Same goes for Mustafa Saeed, and again, long-time starting center back. 81.7 million I'm selling him for. But we got to make some tough decisions. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I'm even selling him to Liverpool. He just got brought in a couple of years ago. But Ronald Araujo is joining the team from Liverpool. 89.2 million for the 91 overall Uruguayan center back. Obviously, amazing player at Barcelona currently. In the career mode, just at Liverpool. He knows what he's doing. and we could really use a player like him. Same goes for Alessandro Bastoni, the real-life Inter Milan player joining us from in career mode Real Madrid for just over 90 million. 90 overall, 31 years of age. Obviously only have 2 or 3 good years left in him, but I think we should only need 2 or 3 years to win the Champions League. Rico Lewis, Manchester City player, currently at Leipzig now, joining us for 92.4 million. 86 overall right back. He's 25 years old. One of, if not the best right back in the game. So, obviously, I said we mean business, and I mean it. Mark Cook's been sold. Ezra Daniels has been sold. Zachary Brown is joining Latium for 60.9 million. I mean, bench player who wasn't really going to play for us, so not going to take away money from us. Jackson Higgins joining Inter Milan. So he pretty much just made $100 million from 2 bench players that really wouldn't play for us this year. Cian Hughes is also up there. Vanan Kanunen has also been sold. Nick Perry will be joining Arsenal for $59.5 million. So that's now $150 million for 3 bench players. And some of that money is going towards Ryan Gravenberch, $78.2 million, joining us from Crystal Palace. 87 overall central midfielder. Even though he's a center mid, he will kind of fit like an attacking defensive mid, if that makes somewhat of sense, but definitely plan to have him feature for us for quite some time. Won Manager of the Month for the month of August, and now it's time for a game against Spurs, and just look at this lineup. Compared to where we were at the start of the season, compared to where we are right now, I mean, 2 almost 10 overall upgrades, a 3 overall upgrade, a 4 overall upgrade. I mean, and this is a top 4 contending team, if not a top 4 winning team. I mean, I even forgot Williams is a 91 overall, not like an 86, so I expect great things from this team. Let's see if we can start the season hot with this game against Spurs. Here are the highlights.
Distributing it well. De Jong. Now, who can he pick out? Well, there is the opening goal. The pressure finally. Oh, super piece of play. That's a nice-looking ball. And you need your defender to take charge. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Well, disappointing end to the move. Promising looking attack. Is this the moment? And a goal! Another one! 2 in quick. Well, the ball is moving again. The first half struggles for Tottenham were there for all to see. Can they make a better fist of it in this half? Loves to attack from the wide areas. Who can he pick out? And it might be. Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking. Højbjerg. Jules Koundé on the ball. Well, let's join Alex Scott now, because I believe changing circumstances in the Leicester game, Alex.
It's a goal for Leicester City. They're now behind by 1 with...
Oh, hang on, Alex. Big chance here. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Just wanted to get it out of there. And there's been a change to the scoreline in the City game. Alex Scott has the news.
Yeah, it's a 3rd goal for Manchester City.
Oh, goodness gracious me. It's a special, special goal from miles out.
Well, just look at this strike again. He hits it so well. That's a great bit of skill. No wonder he's pleased with himself.
Abada. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Now, can they hit them on the counter? All hands on deck. And you cannot argue.
So we won the game 5-1. 3 goals from Abbas, Mendoza, and also Rujo got himself a goal. So this team is looking very, very good, and that was with a 53% shot accuracy. So got a lot of room to improve in that department, but if we're winning 5-1, I'm not going to complain about a single thing. Gabriel Dawson's been sold, Youth Academy heading to England, Scotland, and Wales. Blake Davis is joining the MLS. Now it's time for a Premier League fixture as we host Arsenal. I've decided to switch De Jong and Gravenberch's sides. That's the only change we're making to this incredible lineup. Here are the highlights.
And I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It's Swindon Town, and they take on Arsenal.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quick.
In the opinion of the referee, that is a penalty. Can he make it 1-0? Goal! Taking aim from the spot and easily intercepted. And strong play here. An encouraging Arsenal move. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. And he's through here. Frantic action from one end to the other. Lucas Hernandez. Oh, pressing really high. And a strong tackle. And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here. Must take the lead here, and they have the pressure. Ronald Araujo. Now can they counter clinically? Cross could be useful. Oh, the referee has given it. Penalty it is. A chance to extend their lead. And the keeper denies them from the spot. Playing it in. And it's gone in. Just what the doctor ordered. And back with Williams. Counter-attacking chance. Decent position. It should be. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping. Bukayo Saka. Well, he's lost it. Could be a chance to break here. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. And a goal! That's his brace! Ronald Araujo. Alessandro Bastoni. Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Well, some referees might have reached for the yellow card, but not this one.
Yeah, another foul, and he will get a yellow card, that's for sure.
Got in the way of it. Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. And a goal almost.
So we won this game 6-1. 2 goals from Gravenberch, 2 goals from Mendoza, Palmer, and Abbas. I mean, we're playing phenomenally right now. Very informed from all levels. Everyone's playing good. And I'm really just glad we are. Because we're in 3rd place currently. Man, I really want to get top 4. Because we could definitely contend in the Champions League with how good this team is. But obviously, qualifying for the Champions League is a little bit tougher than you'd think it is. Brand exposure. I think for the 2nd year in a row, we have to sign 3 players born in North America. So there's Brandon Vasquez, who actually is a backup striker. Surprisingly a pretty good player. Zach Steffen, good backup goalkeeper. And Abraham Rodriguez, just a 3rd choice goalie at best. Robert Cunningham, leaving the club to join Preston. Well, actually, Cunningham was one of the American players who signed as a free agent last year to fulfill our board objectives. Gavin Davis going on why did I say Davis? That's Adams. Year-long loan move to Fleetwood Town. And here we are in the semifinals of the FA Cup. 2 seasons ago, we were facing Newcastle United in the semifinals. And we're doing it again this time. We won last time, and that was with a much worse team. Obviously, with how good this team is, we should win this game. Here are the highlights.
The home of football. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And we have action from the semi-final stage of the FA Cup just moments away. It's Swindon Town up against Newcastle United.
Well, Derek, semi-finals are usually tense affairs. The winners can look forward to a great occasion in the final. The losers are completely forgotten. The contrast in emotions is immense. Let's hope it's a semi-final that everybody remembers.
And he's in. And a goal! The opening and delivered into the box. He succeeds in clearing it. Now breaking at pace, potential danger. High pressing and good high pressing. Oh, surely! In it goes! Nusayr Mazraoui. Sandro Tonali. Chouameni. Isaac. Genuine chance, and a goal. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Can he finish them off? There it is! Oh, nice ball over the top. Did well to clear it away. And he's made headway. And it's got to be. There it is! Victory more.
So we did win this game 4-1. 2 goals from Mendoza, goal from Abbas, goal from Vasquez a little bit later in the game there. I mean, we were just playing so good at this point that I'm scared to change anything in case it messes it up. Youth Academy players, Morris, just an extra player to have on the bench. Same thing goes for Patrick Thorpe, Lewis Scott. Scott Humphreys might actually make himself a good player for us, but I think it's too little too late in this career mode. Same goes for Alexander Barnes. Would have loved to have them earlier on in the career mode, but at this point, they're just not useful to me. I mean, Max Gardner, again, a little bit too late. Jake May, too little too late. Kyle Miller, too little too late. Same goes for Lucas Cameron. And here we are, 2 games to go. 3 points ahead of Champions League qualification. Facing off against Spurs, who obviously we have quite the history with and quite the successful history with. So, hopefully with this dream team lineup we can get another win against Spurs. Here are the highlights.
Well, the arithmetic is all very important today. I say that because if they can win this game, then it will guarantee them a spot in the Champions League next term, Stuart.
Well, they'll certainly want to clinch it today. A good performance both with and without the ball, and I expect them to take
Oh,
all
hang
three.
on, Stuart, look at this! And a goal! An early boost for them. 1-0 then. Oh, he's lost possession. Took a really smart... And it might be. And a goal! Another one! 2 in quick succession. And he has options available. Will he find the net? He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Palmer. And threading it through. In it goes to reduce the depth. And a wretched cross, really, over everyone. Crossing into the middle. Well, in fact, a bit too close to the goalkeeper, and that was always going to be claimed. Committed challenge. Oh, to level the match. And a goal! Hands on it, good goalkeeping. And don't forget, we have more Premier League action coming up for you on EA TV. It's Swindon Town facing Burnley. Flores. Ronald Araujo. Now, what can they do from here? Takes aim! And a goal! Just like... Well, it's such an eye-catching series of passes. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. And Spurs have to be bold in these trying circumstances. Takes the shot. No way through. And the referee's verdict is penalty kick. Chance to equalise here. And he finds the net. Back underway, and quite the story being written in this one. 3-3. You can't really tackle like that and expect to get away with it. Booking to come, you would think. Can he put them in front? He does! And with so little time left, that might be the winner. Wonderful drama.
A little bit closer of a game, but still 4-3 victory against Spurs. Goal from Abbas, goal from Gravenberch, Palmer, and Lewis. So everyone's kind of getting involved, from attackers to midfielders to defenders. But most importantly, we won the game. But Spurs do have a chance for revenge in the FA Cup final, but we do have a chance to cement ourselves as the official Spurs beaters, along with the rest of the entire Premier League. So final match coming up here, they're playing a 4-3-3. Talent striker is very, very good. Obviously Camavinga. But honestly, I mean, Koundé, he's good, but he's not that great. Perkovic, no clue who that is. This team does not look scary, and I really think we should be able to beat them. And again, I'm not making any changes because we've still yet to lose a game. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. Here are the highlights.
Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Palmer. Ronald Araujo. He's going forward well here, and in with a real chance. Oh, there's the goal! There's the open... So the ball is rolling again. That should shake up Spurs a bit. And passing it through. And there it is! Goal line standing at 2-0. Good-looking ball, and a big moment because the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty coming up. Can they make it 3-0? And the spot kick is converted as...
Such a good save in the end.
So the corner played into the box. Danger averted. That was going in. And the referee's verdict is penalty kick. Is it going to be 4-0? And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Making a change. Not really the high percentage option to try your luck from there.
Well, his teammates aren't particularly happy. He was never going to score from there.
That's what you call defending from the front. Possibilities here. And he scored not once, but twice. And now a throw-in. Mitchell. Now counter-attacking possibilities. That's a high-quality pass. Must be. And a goal to seal the hat-trick.
6-0. We beat Everton to get promoted to the Premier League 6-2. For whatever reason, this team shows up in the big games, and honestly, I could not love it more. Cole Palmer, 3 goals, perfect rating. Abbas, 3 goals and assists, somehow not a perfect rating. Doesn't make much sense to me, but there we go. In 2 ways, we've officially secured a spot in the Champions League, but I mean, it's our first FA Cup win, might be our only, depending on, I mean, obviously it's not easy to win the FA Cup year after year, but nice to get a nice little trophy. Lucas Wood has been sold, so yeah, Premier League finished in 3rd place, Abbas 2nd highest goal scorer, Williams tied for 2nd in most assists, Cobalt 3rd for most clean sheets, and Bastoni most yellow cards, as well as red cards. Love to see it from a center back, plus Arujo and Reed also both got red cards. And obviously, FA Cup, 6-0 win over Spurs. Carabao Cup knocked out in the 4th round by Aston Villa, who, for some reason, in sim games, we always lose against Aston Villa. Like, even Premier League, like, regular games, we just lose to Aston Villa. Regardless of how good we are, how bad they are, they will always beat us. Gravenberch and Williams appeared in the most games throughout us with 45. Abbas leading goal scorer with 30. Palmer with 20. Mendoza with 19. Williams, 12 assists, his first time in, I think, ever being our leading assister, and Mendoza not, so a little bit concerning for Mendoza. And Zahiro Slam is the only player leaving us with an expiring contract, and Mendoza is now valued at 250 million. Abbas is back down to 195. He was 200, I think he was 291 last season, so I mean, it's crazy how just since he's 25 instead of 24, he's suddenly just not worth as much. Makes no sense, but now we can officially add a domestic cup to our tally, and hopefully next year we add a continental cup to our tally. But looking at this team, only thing I think we can change is left back and Flores, but I don't even know who I would get to replace Flores. Maybe replace De Jong at center mid, but again, who do I get to replace De Jong? So it's just, we're in a very good position. I am so happy that, I mean, at the end of last season, I had no clue what I was going to do. Things did not look good. I didn't really like anybody on the team, or half the team, rather. But, I mean, where we are now, I am absolutely loving this team. Such a good team. I mean, everyone's just so good. Obviously, we're pretty much, I mean, our squad overall average is 90, so we're obviously doing quite well. And next season, we're in the Champions League. Like, that is so crazy to think about. I mean, like, literally last season, I thought we would maybe finish 7th again, or just finish 8th, because I really did not know what I was going to do. I actually took, like, a month and a half off because of how just unmotivated I was to do another season of this, because it's like, why put myself through all this just to finish 8th in the Premier League, just missed out on Europe, and be upset again. Very happy that whenever I came back, had some good ideas, cooked some things up in the lab, And now next season might be the last episode. If things keep going the way they're going, we just keep winning game after game after game, we should win the Champions League and officially wrap up the series. But I can't speak too soon. We got a whole lot of games still left to play. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. And episode 9, potentially the last episode. To find out, you'll have to watch it, and I'll hopefully see you all then. Welcome everyone to the 9th episode and potentially the last episode of the Swindon Town Road to Glory, because we're officially in the Champions League after finishing 3rd last season, but also winning the FA Cup. And this might be the last episode because look at how good this team is. Now obviously, this isn't a team that you see on, Instagram or Twitter or TikTok, wherever it's like all 99 overall players. It's like, oh, I've beaten career mode, I can't do any better. But realistically, this is an insane team. Like, literally the only positions I would maybe change is left back. But, like, I really don't know who else we could add to this team to make it any better. But then I thought, why not just add the highest potential central midfielder in the game, in Pedri? Sign him from our rivals Manchester City for just over 230 million at a 92 overall. Like, literally I didn't know what to do. I just went on to FIFA, sorted by potential. I was like, oh, I could use Pedri. And obviously making way for Pedri will be Frankie de Jong, who will be heading to Liverpool for 50 million. I said whenever we signed him 3 seasons ago, he's really only going to be good for 2 seasons. And that's the case, so see you later, de Jong. A little bit of bad news to start the year, as Cole Palmer has suffered a dislocated shoulder injury. He is out for the next 7 weeks, which is a little bit tough. Jake May is going on a loan to Newport. Philip Olofsson going on a tier loan move to Chelsea. Olofsson's like a 71 overall player, by the way. Chelsea have so much money, there's no need that they should be loaning in 71 overall players. Alexander Barnes going on a tier loan move to a Turkish team that I can't pronounce. Max Garner heading to Italy to join Catanzaro for 2 years. Lucas Cameron going to Varberg Bois over in Sweden, I do believe, for 2 years. Scott Humphreys heading to FC Dynamo in Romania for 2 years. And now it's time for the FA Community Shield. Something that is always so weird, just kind of looking on Twitter, of depending on who wins, whether or not it's a big trophy or a little trophy. So I mean, I guess for us it would be a big trophy since this is our first time competing in it. I guess for Liverpool it wouldn't be because they've won it so many times. But Mickelson will be starting in place of Palmer since he is currently out due to injury. But other than that, the team, imagine Palmer there instead of Mickelson. Expect to see that team for the rest of the season because this team is just so good. And let's just go on ahead, let's win another trophy. Here are the highlights.
Corner awarded to Liverpool. That's not a bad ball. And they deal with the threat this time. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. He's in behind. And there is the goal! He's found. So they get the ball rolling again, and work to do for Liverpool in the second half. Oh, good-looking run. It should be. It's gone in. De Jong. Gakpo. A goal! That's 2 for him today. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Szymanski. Just a quick reminder, we have more action from the Premier League coming your way. It's Liverpool facing West Ham United. Will he finish? And a goal! The equaliser. So near.
Well, he's got great technique, but on that occasion, it's just a fraction too high. Well, those stats tell you what a good game this has been. We've seen a lot of good attacking play, plenty of goal-mouth action.
Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Look what's happening. Oh, that is a... Alphonso Davies. Effective press. Fofana. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. Well, spot on with that challenge. Wants to attack from the wide areas. Can he finish them off? And the penalty has been given here. And they will make the change now. To finish it as a contest. And the spot kick is converted. Well, no stopping him. Will he find the net? Not the most confident clearance. Well, they can keep possession now. Alphonso Davies. Patrick Wimmer. Now he must favour the cross. Still possibilities. And it's in!
So we would go on to win the game 4-3. It's a lot closer of a game than I expected, especially since I think Liverpool are definitely one of the easier teams to play against in career mode just because of the way they play. But 2 goals from Abbas and 2 assists, so definitely cannot complain about that. And there we are, FA Community Shield champions. Expect to see this kind of picture a lot because I do plan to win a lot of trophies this year. Champions League group, we've been drawn against Real Madrid, Sporting, and Legia Warsaw. I'm gonna be honest, if we beat Real Madrid, I think this group is a cakewalk. Youth Academy heading to Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. And now let's play that game against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Palmer has returned from his injury, so he'll be starting there. And this is the dream team. And here are the highlights.
Noel. And Bellingham. Well, it's all about passing as they try to hit the front. And a fine cross. Might be a chance to break. Opportunity it is. And a goal! Now they've broken.
Come closer than that, will they? Can they now create another chance to get that all-important equaliser?
Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Well, clattered away. And giving them too much space on the flank. In with a chance. And a goal to increase their advantage. Edson Alvarez. Well, the referee has instructed the fourth official to put 2 minutes on the board. Will it be? And a goal this time. Applying the finish. Nicely blocked. Well, not hard to read that pass. Well, to really get at the opposition here. In position. There it is. A fantastic
Goalkeeper, that was.
Taken short. Well, let's see about the cross. Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. And he's in. And a goal! He's doubled his total for... Now, sending it in. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his...
So we won the game 6-0. Mendoza with a hat-trick, Abbas with 2 goals, 2 assists. I mean, Kobel, our 3rd highest rated player at 8.6. I mean, they dominated possession, but we had more expected goals, and Abbas, Kobel rather, so many crucial saves. And I think it's safe to say we're just going to dominate, because in the Sims we beat Warsaw, in the Sims we beat Sporting, and at the halfway point we are top of the Premier League. I mean, this is just a cakewalk at this point. I didn't even bother screenshotting the rest of the games because you already knew we were going to win. This team is just so unstoppable. In round of 16 we've drawn against Bayern Munich, and I'm fully confident we can beat them 20-0. But first, Jimmy Oliver has been sold to Bergamo Calcio for 35 mil. Benjamin Williams going on loan for the rest of the season. Same goes for Finley Brown. Alex Morris on a 2-year loan move to Ghent. Michael Baker, 6-month loan move to Palace. Patrick Thorpe, year-long loan move to FC20. Kyle Miller to Belize Sarsfield, who I believe they're a South American club. I don't know exactly where. I would guess Argentina for a season. Rory McLaughlin to Celtic for a year. In our first sim game against Bayern Munich, we beat them 2-1. Not quite convincing enough for my liking, so let's go on ahead and play the game out. 2-1, obviously we do have the advantage, but don't want to sit back, want to bring it to them. Also, in the time it took me from last episode to this episode, Cole Palmer got a face scan update. So that's something a little bit new. Here are the highlights.
Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Options in the centre, and it's in as they tighten. Well, good run and good ball control. Is it going to be? Splendid defending. It should be. In it goes. He's made it a break. So 2-0 now. Jamal Musiala. Federico Chiesa. Retaining possession proving difficult. And threading it through. Opportunity. And a goal to... Jamal Musiala. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Oh, what an opportunity! Oh, a finish of real class! No. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Effective challenge. Well, it could be on for him here. And it's 2 for him today.
And then spins in behind, he'll be onside. But he does know where the space is.
Might be able to get in behind the defence. Can he make it count? Well, fantastic reflex. And there it is, a goal. And what...
So we did win this game 6-0, as yet again, we are just so dominant of a team. 3 goals from Abbas, 2 from Mendoza, goal from Gravenberch. Kobel was again one of our highest rated players. I mean, this team is just performing at all levels. Quarterfinals were drawn against Napoli. First sim game, we lost 2-1. So now it's time to sit forward. We got to come back. 2-1, we are down, so obviously got to win by 2 goals if we want to advance, not on penalties. Obviously, I think we're very capable of doing it, but you never know what could happen. Here are the highlights.
But it's great to see both teams using wingers. It's now just a case of which team uses them best and which pair get the better crosses into the box. It should be a good watch.
Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason. In with a chance. And a goal it is! Can they create something from here? Well, it came to nothing in the end. Garcia. Good looking ball, there could be a chance now. In it goes! A huge... Well, he has the measure of his opponent. And making the move to the inside. But the danger averted for now. Mendoza with the ball. Well, the fans want to see a shot. And it's in! Swindon Town facing Burnley.
Well, what a game that should be. Played in a great atmosphere, and the cup final awaits the winners.
Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Well, no point in stopping play. Advantage with them. Nice weight on the pass. Can they cover up? And a goal! Well, it looks easy.
So we did win this game 4-0. Obviously, Abbas. Whenever we need a goal, you can always rely on him. Mendoza 2 assists, Palmer with an assist, Pedri with a goal. Very, very good win from us. We advanced 5-2 on aggregate to face Inter Milan in the semifinals, who we have stolen Bastoni, one of their best players, from. So it's going to be interesting, but Kobel suffered an ankle sprain. He is out for the next 4 weeks. We still won the sim game, but this means for this second leg, 68 overall Zach Steffen will be starting in goal. Now, obviously, I'm not the best team builder. I don't really think ahead. I don't really like having backups and worrying about that. I just kind of want to focus on my starting 11 and have players that could do a job, could kind of hide them a little bit on the bench. Somehow, I completely forgot about signing a backup goalkeeper. Like, of all the positions, like, we got center backs that we could plug in, we got center mid we could plug in, move formations around, hide some players. I just completely forgot about getting a backup goalkeeper. So now, 68 overall Zach Steffen is starting a Champions League semi-final for us. So we really, I think, just need to score more goals than them and need to have that mindset, because there is no chance I can try to play defensive with Steffen in goal, but I mean, I don't know what, but this could be bad. This could ruin the season, and I might hate Zach Steffen more than I already do. Here are the highlights.
And with that, the attack fizzles out. Borges. Can he finish this? And he's done it! Eder Militao. Well, Inter couldn't hang on to it. Can he take the chance? Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Chances on. And a goal that could make on. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. A really good pass. And under pressure, that was a fine play. Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. And a goal! It's a two-goal cushion.
He won't be taking the next one.
And he saw the situation developing. He has teammates around him. That's a good ball. And the cross into the middle. And it goes! The extra minutes. Abbas. And passing it through. Well, the fans want to see a shot. There's the goal! And that should be the one that puts a seal on it.
So we somehow won the game, also advanced in aggregate 3-2. And Zach Steffen, if you look at the overalls, he got below 6, because boy, it was rough. But we somehow did survive it. Connor Perkins is joining, but won't make a difference for us. Same goes for Leon Shields, Nathan Richards, Felix Burt, Jack Forrest. all really good players that could be really good, but we might be at the end of the season. Bayer Leverkusen, I don't know why I said Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League final. Their team, they're obviously playing a 3-4-2-1. Frimpong, pretty good player. Sula, old, slow center back. Center backs, goalkeeper not that concerned about. Wirtz at center mid, very good player. Obviously Madison, don't really think he's all that great. Evan Ferguson at striker, or center forward. I don't think his potential is that high. Vlahovic at striker could cause some issues just because of how big he is. But then you'd stop and look at this team, which will be without its starting right back because Rico Lewis is officially suspended for this game. So in steps Reece Morris at that right back position. Very promising center mid that just hasn't panned out, that I wanted to be successful but just couldn't ever find a spot for him in the team. He'll be starting there. Colble's in goal, Arujo, Bastoni center backs, Flores left back. It's a weird back line, but then the front six is just so good, so excellent at what they do. We're both rocking our home jerseys. This is our chance for the Champions League trophy and the series on a beautiful, beautiful high note, knowing that we are the best team in the world. Entire reason why I do these series, and hopefully we can get it done now. Here are the highlights.
Bayer Leverkusen, and they take on Swindon Town.
Well, Derek, we've got some of the world's top players out there tonight.
Oh, in with a chance! And nicely parried away. Jeremy Frimpong. And so the Bayer Leverkusen team looks like this. Alessio Romagnoli plays alongside Niklas Süle at the back. And as for the attack, well, it has a bold look about it with 3 forwards listed from the beginning. And the shot, and it has arrived. The opening statement in this we'll see from him today.
Well, he's been in great form, hasn't he? And I fully expect him to break that record today. He has so many attributes. I'm not sure how you negate him. What a player he is.
Ferguson. Oh, good vision. Able to close down the shot. Will it be? Straightforward piece of goalkeeping. And the referee doesn't hesitate. That is a spot kick. And a chance for 2-0. A goal! Calmly taken spot kick. Good-looking sequence. He has time to play it over. Vlahovic must score. Oh, a challenge of the highest order. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. It might be. Oh, he's done it! Not just... Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Niklas Süle. Holding on to what they have is the priority, apparently. Regained possession. Might be a chance here. Oh, a goal it is! The equaliser! So back in business here, the first period of extra time, and it might well come down to mental fortitude. Who wants this more? Not a great challenge, free kick here. Well, just a warning from the referee this time.
And I think the referee has got that absolutely right. It's not a card for me.
Can't miss, surely! Oh, there it is! Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Frimpong. Oh, stylish ball. What can they do now? Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. And the counter looks on here. Options available. All hands on deck. Real chance. And there is the goal. He's found the net. Joy unconfined. Losing possession a bit easily. Plenty of support here. And Maya on the ball. Could be. Can they keep it out? And a goal!
In extra time, we won the game 4-3. Champions League winners. Hat-trick from Youth Academy player Abdul Mahid Abbas. Goal from Palmer. Lone player that I didn't really think didn't know if it would pan out, but it definitely did. 4-3 victory, and there's the picture that is just the best thing on the planet. Champions League winners for Swindon Town, all the way down from the depths of League 2 up to Champions League winners in 9 seasons. Absolutely amazing job from everybody. On top of that, we won the league, which West Ham finished in 2nd. As much as this is an episode about Swindon Town, West Ham finished 2nd, Nottingham Forest finished 7th. Weird times. We also won the Community Shield. We won the FA Cup. Carabao Cup knocked out in the 3rd round by Chelsea, but who really cares? Finished perfect in the group and perfect in the knockout stages. Bastoni and Abbas appeared in pretty much every single game for us this year. Abbas 44 goals, Mendoza with 30, Palmer with 19 assists, Pedri with 15. 2 players leaving the club with expiring contracts. Who cares? Mendoza is now valued at 241 million, 9 million less than last year. 2 league titles, 2 domestic cups, 1 continental cup. We scored 912 goals in 9 seasons. One of my favorite parts of every series, just looking back on all these players, like Mendoza. He did kind of fall off these last couple seasons, I'm not gonna lie. But I think he didn't really fall off. I think the rest of the team just got better around him, started using him a lot less as compared to always feeding him the ball, trying to find it into Abbas. Who obviously, Abbas, Youth Academy player, preloaded in, 93 overall he ended up at. One of the best strikers, if not the best strikers in the world. Pedri, signed him this season. Took us over the hump, did exactly what I wanted him to do. Williams at that attacking mid position was always a little bit of concern for me, just thinking ahead of how with him, Palmer, and Abbas adding Mendoza, I didn't really know if he would be able to keep his starting job, but obviously he did, and he's a 92 overall. Kobel, one of the best goalkeepers in the game, and it definitely shows. I'm definitely going to try to remember to not just throw away goalkeepers. They are so crucial. Rujo and Bastoni did their job whenever we signed them last year. 2 solid center backs. Cole Palmer joined us as a loan with the option to buy. I didn't buy him the first year. I did end up buying him the 2nd year, and boy was that such a smart decision. Graven Birch, very solid center mid. Wanted a player who is still good enough going forward, but could also kind of boss the midfield a little bit physically. Rico Lewis, shame he couldn't play for us in the Champions League final, but with the few times I did play with him, was very good. Flores, signed him. He didn't really play much for a full season. Then he became our full-time starting left back in place of Amin, this player right here. Billy Sharp, good backup center back. Never really got a chance to break into that starting 11. Same goes for Austin North and Olafson and Rowe. And then Reese Morris, like I said, really wanted to make him a star. Didn't really get time. So he started right back for us in the Champions League final and did a very good job. So it is what it is. And William Reed, just kind of a little bit too gimmicky of a player for my personal liking to get playing time. And we can say goodbye to an absolutely star-studded team. It's just such a good overall team. A very good balance of real players, I mean, only 2 Youth Academy players. I mean, which is very unconventional for the way that I do any of my series. Usually, like 5 or 6 of these guys are Youth Academy players, and then there's a couple of players. I mean, we have Mendoza, who's a regen, Palmer, who is a young kid that we brought him on and developed, and then Flores was a just FC24 randomly generated player, but Gravenberch, Palmer, Bastoni, Arujo, Lewis, Coble, all players that we signed as already good players to improve the team. So it's a really kind of interesting team, very unconventional team by my standards. But considering the success we had, I might have to change up my mindset whenever I build these teams. But that is officially it. Swindon Town Road to Glory is now over. However, next series is the Attackers FC Road to Glory, where I can only sign players who are left wing, right wing, striker, or center forward. Now obviously you're thinking to yourself, that doesn't make any sense, and that's correct. And that is the glory of FC24 career modes. It doesn't have to make sense. It can be as crazy and as stupid as I want it to be, and it will still work. But hopefully that is something that is intriguing to you, and you will watch it. But at the same time, I don't want to kind of diminish the significance of how good of a series this Swindon Town Road to Glory was. My first true Road to Glory I've done on FC24, so it's always going to have a special place in my heart. But expect to see a whole lot more very, very, very good Road to Glory content coming up on this channel. And of course, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all for episode 1 of the Attackers FC Road to Glory.